And we're now live with the Legion of Salt plays Stars of Silver. Let's go.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 1 of our new campaign in the post apocalypse, pre-post, post. I don't know. We're between apocalypses right now.
We'll fix it in
Yeah,
post.
we're starting a new campaign set in the city of Kintala. We are going to be using the Ebon-clad campaign setting. Anyone who's interested in Thieves Guild type stuff, I highly recommend it. It's very cool. I don't have a link for it, but they exist. Just search on Google. And let's go ahead and start introducing our players. Let's go first.
First.
Hey everybody, I'm Sethnet. I'm playing Sobrak Vern. I am the child of Pelanistra, and we're gonna be figuring out what's going on. With me is my mean old twin.
Excuse you. I am Jasper. I am playing Jalin Fen Vryn, who is also the child of Pelanistra Vryn. I don't know. Are we saying classes yet?
Yeah, might as well.
He is a celestial warlock and very small and likes to read. One of his biggest competitors right now is Nim, the oldest drow in the whole world.
I mean, he probably is. It's probably not a lie. Hi, I'm Thea, and I'm being attacked by dogs. And also, I'm playing Nim Maglist, who is like a 600 and something year old drow artificer who has been in this guild his whole life because his mother abandoned him at birth. She just kind of does that kind of thing, and he's gonna break out into the world, show everyone that he still got it.
For the reference, me and Seth's characters are 137.
Yeah, he's like a grandpa. And who haven't we introduced yet? Let's go to Shower, because I don't remember anyone else.
Shower's gonna break out into song rather than, I don't know, whatever. He's terrible intros. Hey, I'm Claude, and I'm playing Tabaxi Barbarian, who's called My Shower Has Low Water Pressure, or just Shower for short. And he's doesn't have any connection to the last campaign, but idolizes a couple of characters from the previous campaigns. He wants to be a glorious singer. He's a big fan of a lot of Parley Ray Jetson music, and wants to be a famous Vine star, like Myraine from the other campaign. But other than that, he's sort of fresh blood. Only 28, not 137, or oldest drow in the universe. But
A baby.
He's just such a confident, strong, beautiful Tabaxi, basically a Thundercat man. And he's going to steal some stuff and dishonor some people, and maybe stab some guys if they get a bit too rowdy, but hopefully not. With his pal Akmasai, I think is how you pronounce it.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm Dead Snark. I'm playing Akmasai, the Gizderai cleric of knowledge, who has wandered from another plane of existence to basically steal your shit. And also spread knowledge, steal knowledge. It's all good.
We're just a merry band of misfits.
don't think we've met a lot before, other than in this night school that I think we all attend to learn how to thief good and be sneaky. And be guild-born and stuff.
Might help if I wasn't muted.
There we go. There's a long delay.
Yeah,
We're
I
the
was like-
dungeon masters.
Didn't
I was
anyone
sitting here
notice.
like, I'm going to read this little intro to you, and you kept talking and talking.
Yep,
I'm
I was
like,
like,
frick?
I'll fill time badly. Is he muted? Okay.
I appreciate that. So yeah, let me do this introduction here. Says only fools think life is complicated, and Kintala is a city of fools. Sure, you may have been fools yourselves once, trying to make an honest living in the Silver City one way or the other. But somewhere along the way, you learned that it's easier to take what you want than to wait for it. It's less complicated that way. It's natural. This realization led you down a path of, shall we say, negotiable morality. You're not bad people. No, you're simply people who finally figured life out. You're people who do what it takes to get by without holding yourselves to silly preconceived notions about what is right or what is wrong. That might mean you've told some lies, cut some purses, or stuck a knife in a few backs, but these things all seem to muddle in the grayness of morality after a while. And so, here you sit, a team of rascals, miscreants, and scoundrels gathered around a tavern table, united by your lives less complicated. You're here because eventually the right people found you. People who share your philosophy. People who've made it themselves lives of luxury by living it. People who, as far as you could tell, run Kintala as much as the crown. They are ebon-clad, and as of recently, so are you. A guild of thieves, they call it, though you know without asking its members are much more than simple slum pickpockets or small-time burglars. That's what you used to be. Your talents attracted the guild's collective eyes, and within time you proved you were worth bringing into the fold. In fact, it turns out you've been working for Ebon-clad for some time, on small jobs without knowing it. Like all new recruits, you were tested to make sure your talents and compatibility were up to task. Now you speak with new words and see the city with new eyes. There are thousands living in Kintala, but just enough for the important pieces in the game. Like, Reese Kincaid, a short man with a brown beard and thinning hair. He's outgoing and gregarious, and if anyone asks, he's also a skilled carpenter. But he's really one of them, one of your disguised players in the game, hiding in plain sight. He's a man of rank within the Guild of Ebon-clad, a man you'll report to should you want to keep your life free of complication. The tavern that you're in belongs to Ebon-clad. For all the mugs of ale you drank here, you would never know this place to be a front for a complex criminal syndicate. But like clockwork, the last of its patrons leaves, and the innkeeper locks the door for the evening. He turns the lantern lights down low, then gives Reese a knowing nod before retiring to a bedroom. The floor is yours alone now, and Reese gives you a look that says your night is only beginning.
What was his last name?
It is...
Cade?
Kincaid.
Yeah, Reese Kincaid.
Thank you.
Essentially, you guys have been in some of the same classes. You were taught the Ebon Cant, which is a specialized version of Thieves Cant, and things like that. So you've seen each other around before. But this is the first time you've all been assembled in the same place. Friends, Reese says slyly, it's been some time that we've awaited persons of your considerable talents to come together under one roof and one mind. Don't let those words go to your heads, though. You're still just scraps until I say otherwise. Reese produces a folded piece of parchment from the breast of his jacket. He opens it to reveal a detailed charcoal sketch of a man with disheveled hair, a stubble beard, and a wry smile. A week ago, Ebon-clad channels maneuvered a target to our fair city, one that was carrying a fairly big coin purse our operatives were to kindly relieve him of. The trouble is, this man here, one Dale Essio, beat us to the job. Hold on, I'll type it. Dale's a small-time thug, a slum-made crook, not unskilled but too sloppy to cut it in the big leads. Now he's gone ghost with his new spoils, and we'd like you to find him. We suspect he's still in the city. Our spies beyond the walls haven't seen anyone fitting his description leaving recently. This will be an interesting test of your skills. Find Dale Essio and bring back that coin purse or what's left of it. That'll be the black share. Anything else you lift during the job is yours to keep, and I'll see that you're rewarded for a job being done right. Of course, should anything unfortunate befall Dale, nothing's to be traced back to you or to the guild. And with that, Reese leaves the night in your hands.
It was a little ominous where he said, if anything should befall him. I don't know if
You cut out.
Oh. He said it was a little ominous. How he said, should anything befall Dale. Hope he doesn't.
I
come to
mean, lots
blows.
of things befall people every day.
Yeah.
People like fall out of windows and impale themselves on random bits of metal all the time.
I don't think he means that that's gonna happen, but
Ideally. I think someone
Essentially, if you make a mess, they expect you to clean it up.
As I'm just gonna knock another thing off the mantelpiece, just casually, like a cat. There's like 3 things on the floor, like the whole time he was talking. He just locked eyes with him. Just did another one.
I'm just gonna have my unseen servant just go after him and just pick them up.
Okay.
Just stare at Shower the whole time with my arms crossed.
Yeah. Does another one. It's cat stuff. He didn't really give us much of a hint as to where in the city Dale could be.
He's still there if you want to ask questions.
Oh, I thought he left into the night.
We're just all talking about him in
He's
front of
just
him.
standing very still to the point of being imperceptible.
God, you're stealth.
I just
Quietly eating chips.
I mean, I'm sure this is a test of our skill, but if you've got any leads, I'm not great myself at, tracking people down. I can go and talk to people, but it's a bit late.
It's never too late to talk to people.
Do you know what quarter he might be in? Any safe houses of his? Any contacts we could go to and shake down?
He says, well, all we really know is we have a general location for the man that was mugged. You might be able to learn more from him.
That says any of a good place to start.
Sure.
He's,
What are the coordinates?
says, the guy's a foreign pewterer seeking the Gilded Ring. I'm sure he's there at the tavern now. His name is Fabian Three Sons. You could recognize him by his braided blonde hair. The ring isn't having a formal meeting tonight, but enough of them are likely to be in the trading hall that they'll be drinking their cares away.
Does he actually have 3 sons, or is that just a name?
It's Three Sons, as in like this.
Like the suns in the sky.
Oh, that's stupidly pompous. Okay.
3 suns, 3 drow. Interesting.
He's going to adopt you all.
Is he a human?
He is a human. A human with braided blonde hair.
I wrote blonde suns by accident.
Has this Dale had any run-ins with Speak for?
No, he actually came from out of town. We just sent some correspondence inviting him to join the Gilded Ring in order to get him to come here after learning about a recent windfall they'd had. Hence the fat pouch of coins he was carrying with him. As far as the Hall of the Gilded Ring, it's pretty easy to find. Bring up the map here. There it is. No, not resize. Share. There we go.
There it is.
Ooh.
The Hall of the Gilded Ring, it is marked pretty clearly on the map. The place that you are at right now is about there.
In the river.
So you're just a couple blocks away.
That's not that far.
Oh, it's only a short jaunt.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong arrow.
Let's go for a walk.
Oh yeah, let me get rid of the other arrow.
I was like, wow, we're in the middle of the water.
Is this terribly urgent as well?
Evan.
Can we, I know Reese is, the head guy and, we should trust him with everything, but can I insight him?
Sure can.
Alright, oh, 19.
You can tell that there is something a little bit off. Just something about his mannerisms don't quite strike you as right, but you can't really put your finger on it.
Is drunk.
No, he is definitely not drunk.
Okay. I'm gonna just... Jalen's just gonna keep a little mental note of that in his little head.
All right.
Is there
Do
anything,
not discuss it right in front of him.
is there anything we should know about this Dale? Has he got like bodyguards, or has he just not been seen since this robbery?
Well, he managed to disappear quite well, so it's almost certain that he has some sort of underlings, because otherwise we'd have caught him whenever he went out to get food or something. But so far we haven't seen him on the streets at all. None of our spies have.
Okay, so he's hunkered down somewhere.
Indeed. So, what would you like to do?
I'd ask everyone, because everyone's smarter than me, more or less. I think everyone is, pretty much. We'll just say, what's the plan?
Yeah.
Just start strumming along. Just...
Oh,
Just chilling.
yes, I suppose we should just follow the only lead we have, see what turns up.
What sort of angle are we working with this guy when we go and see him?
Maybe pretend
Uh-oh,
that we're
what?
not hunting the Dale.
I was thinking, actually, he's been robbed. He's likely going to want the return of his goods. So we could either pose as members of the police force or as just random adventurers looking to right a few wrongs by returning some stolen goods to their rightful owner and, like, get a general description at the very least.
I think
I
we would make better adventurers than police officers.
I feel like my reputation couldn't be, I don't want to be seen as an adventurer or anything like that. It's a little bit embarrassing. Adventurers going off and killing dragons and stuff, and, like, they're dying, and,
What if
You-
we just pretend that we're interested in the goods in the Gilded Hall, and then we just hear like, oh no, thievery.
Sure.
That's
Or
also
we can
an
pretend
option.
Shower's our overgrown cat.
That's not how anything
Yes.
works, and I disagree, but okay.
It's plausible. I agree with that.
And Scene Servant just pets him.
Claw at it.
I pet him with my invisible mage hand.
I don't like this. I can kill him all in one hit. Stop this. I'm going. I'm going to leave the door and head towards where I think Fabian Three Sons is.
All right. So you head for the Hall of the Gilded Ring.
I hand the grandpa his cane, aka just a random cane I found.
Who
It's
did you
pretty
steal
easy
this from?
to. It's pretty easy to tell the hall. There's a big post outside, and there's like a very bright golden ring that kind of glows with its own luminescence that just kind of hovers directly above the pole. If you look at it closely, you can tell it's not actually gold. It's just basically wood that's been painted and sorceled to look shiny. But,
Gilded.
Indeed. But as you approach, you can hear the rising shouts of men and women, several cups of ale into the evening. The hall itself is huge, with large tapestry, each displaying a symbol of a hand clutching a plated loop, hangs from the walls. The people here are all members of the Gilded Ring, Kintala's club of artisans and merchants. Some of the most powerful men in the city sit before you. Powerful men and women of the city should be, inclusive. Seated at one of the tables is a foreign man in tan drab. His skin is pale, and his blonde hair hangs from all sides of his head in braids. You can tell he has taken pains to hang several braids over a black eye.
Fashion. Do we just go up to him? Should we stake him out a little bit?
If no one's got a plan, I'll just try and set the mood. I'm gonna go up to the bartender and see if anyone's performing, or if they've got like a stage or anything.
I don't think you want to be kicked out.
I'm not gonna get kicked out, for sure.
They do have a stage, but you would probably think it wise to ask before you perform.
Please.
Right, that's why I was gonna go to the bartender and ask him, rather than just jump up there and be I'd be like, hey, do you mind if I just, put a cup out, play a couple of tunes, get my lute out, just warm up the atmosphere a little.
He looks you up and down a bit, and he says, yeah, I don't see why not.
Sure.
First ale's free. After that, you gotta pay.
Thank you. I'm gonna go up there and start singing. I've got so many problems. Got boy problems. Some man did me wrong. I was robbed recently, and then try and sort of have all the lyrics tailored
I
around.
cast dancing
Dang.
like behind
Oh,
him.
nice. I was robbed and it was terrible, and oh man, I'm in such depression. And just sort of set the mood there to try and make it so if anyone goes and asks this guy, you know, just sort of have that sort of theme running over, so it wouldn't be out of place for someone to go up to a random guy and be like, oh, "This song reminds me of a story of me getting robbed," that kind of thing.
A story of something that happened to you.
Right? No, but sort of set the stage for one of you guys to be like, "Oh, this is relevant," rather than going up to them and being like, "Wow, oof, oof."
Oh
It's fine. It's very obvious. I just stare at him the whole time. Like, is anyone robbed in the crowd?
no!
He kinda, he definitely notices your attention, and he looks a little bit uncomfortable from it.
I push Sabrock into the guy's lap.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Is this what we're doing now?
Jay,
No, just wait.
I didn't.
I'm so sorry. So clumsy. Mind if we sit?
He looks up at the beer spilled on his shirt, and he says, "What the hell do you want? I've had a rough enough week."
Oh. Jalin sits down and pats Sabrock.
clean him up. I'll go get a couple beers.
Well,
Very subtle.
takes out a rag and his water skin and just starts dabbing the man's shirt.
My invisible mage hand ineffectually pats.
I do
on
have an
the shoulder.
unhand servant. Yeah, I'll have the unseen servant start cleaning him. And I go, my apologies again. He's very clumsy. He barely knows how to walk most days. But, how's this about your week?
He doesn't completely freak out as a completely invisible thing starts cleaning him up, but he does look slightly alarmed.
Can I
He says-
try to... I don't have anything.
He says, "You're clearly not with the guard."
Oh, no, I'm just a cool guy.
We're just a random.
Winks!
We're just a random We're just a random pack of do-gooders and/or misfits.
He says, "Well, it's been a week now without any news of the bastard that robbed me. If you want to do some good, maybe you could do some good for me."
I take out a notebook and a pencil, and I'm like, what are some of these details? And then I just wave at Shower to kill the music.
Okay, and I'll call, oh, we got a volunteer, and then I'll call Jarlan Fen up. Oh no, okay, sorry. Go to another different song instead. Sorry, misread that one. Oof, oh, killing out of here.
Is it too late to make a deception check to pretend not to know Shower?
You just called for him.
Nope.
Oh, must be a different
I
tobacco.
was waving to the cat behind.
You were waving. I was just waving to the unseen servant. It's fine.
Yeah. What was your name?
It says, "My name is Fabian."
Ah.
Are you guys sure that you're up for this? You seem like you may have been drinking pretty heavy already.
I am completely
Listen, it's only
sober.
the tabaxi that's been drinking heavily. The rest of us are perfectly sober. And more than
Maybe Nim?
He says, "All right, it wouldn't do any good or do any harm to talk to about it, I suppose." Fact of the matter is, right before I got into the city, I had this lady came up to me, and she seemed like she needed help, and I was trying to find out what her problem was, and all of a sudden somebody put a hand on my shoulder and clocked me right in the face. And other than that, I didn't get too much of a good look at him, but
Did you catch a glimpse of this lady? Or her name?
I did. He gave me a pretty mean left hook, and as soon as I hit the ground, he took my purse. But the lass that was with him, I heard him call her by name, Talora. The guards, yeah. The guards didn't know who she was any more than I do, which means she's a slum lowlife probably halfway across the world by now, living off of my savings. But she was kind of a pretty girl, dark hair, dark eyes, dressed pretty well for a slum dweller. So I imagine I wasn't the first person that they've robbed.
Absolutely disgusting.
But I'm afraid that's about all I got. Other than the fact that he's a sucker punching son of a bitch.
And all they took was money.
Yeah. Feel free to insight that.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm going to insight that.
Yep.
Fish.
Oop. Ooh.
I'm changing my dice color. Oh.
He definitely like looks into his beer. You know, he kind of brings the bug up to his lips as he's like, "Yeah, it was just money."
I put finger under chin and make him look at me in the eye and go, "What else?"
Yeah, listen, it would help us to find it wherever it is if there's anything unusual.
I mean, I had a few things that were personal effects of mine, and I was transporting an animal.
What type of animal?
I don't really know. It was in a box, but I was told not to look into the box out of fear of what might happen.
You know, it's not my duty to judge anybody's belongings. But
I was promised
Yeah.
a pretty penny if I delivered it.
did it make any noises? Like barks or hisses?
Sometimes it sang.
Great!
I couldn't understand the
Singing
language,
box.
but it was pretty.
Make sure to check to see that shower is still there.
I mean, probably on this third song anyway. Now, if it looks like you guys are handling
Go ahead
it, just
and
try
roll me one more performance check with advantage because
Let's
most of the
salvage
crowd is
this.
pretty drunk.
Okay.
So an animal that sings in a box.
All right. So after you get over your stage fright, this is a pretty big crowd. It's probably one of the bigger crowds you've performed to.
Oh, nice.
But about your third song in, you're doing pretty well.
Nice. Got the
And,
mix in there.
You actually get a couple contributions.
Ooh.
I'm going to say that you get a total of 16 silver pieces.
Sweet.
So, Fabian.
Mhm.
Not to be rude and just dive into your personal life, but, who was your employer? Are you smuggling?
He says, "Of course not. You think I'm trying to get put in the stocks? I don't think I was smuggling."
I'm not judging, remember. This is a judge-free zone. So this little circle right here.
Look, so far as I understand, there's no law that says that you can't transport a mysterious animal that can sing in some sort of language across the borders of the kingdom, but I'm not a lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer either, unfortunately. What did this language sound like? Did it sound like, and I switched to Celestial like this?
No, definitely not.
Sebastian.
It was worth a try.
Just keep
Wait, does he understand Celestial?
No.
Switches back to common.
Was it smooth and melodic, or was it actually a little more gruff?
It was very pretty.
You're
Kind of sounded, I don't know, almost like tinkling chimes, but somehow they had words.
Would I kind
Okay.
of like make a kind of like try and think of any languages that might match that description?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me a history check.
Oh, I've never heard a language in my life.
You guys, if I finish the performance, I'll come help out. I'll be like, is it a C chord? Or is it a D chord? Or is it, and run through them and see if we can try and help him out. Is it more like, what's the timbre? And go through, trying to figure it out with him. See if I can get anything else.
He says that sometimes it was really high and sometimes it was really low. It was a talented singer.
Like we couldn't recall anything.
I need to hear this
Akma, the idea of like tinkling chimes as a language, it almost seems to you like it might be something like elemental or possibly even, Fayish.
Oh, interesting. So it could have been either like and some sort of elemental being, or possibly something that spoke Sylvan. Oh well.
And I'll let you go ahead and roll me a perception check as you're having this conversation.
I slap Sabraka in the back of the head.
Whoa.
Okay, Sabrak. As you get smacked in the back of the head, it turns your vision slightly, and you realize that there's a guy in kind of just like a pretty crappy brown cloak, but he's got his hood pulled up most of the way, and he's sitting there nursing a drink. And you notice a couple things, namely that the level of the drink hasn't changed since you guys came here, and he seems to be giving you guys a lot of attention. Of course, you are drawing some attention, but
Yeah.
he's you get the impression he's watching you.
Okay.
Kill him.
And
Whoa.
no,
Whoa.
Wow.
in camp, I would sit there and relay that the guy in the brown cloak is might be a tail.
Oh, what the butcher's in the brown bread has been here since 12 past 6. That's how Urban Can kind of works.
Yeah, I almost picture kind of like Cockney slang or something.
That type of thing, yes. Yeah.
Can I like try and figure out like the intent of the guy? Does he seem to be someone from the guild just following us to make sure we don't like screw up, or does he seem to be a third party watching us, watching
That's what my
him,
first
watching us
thought,
back?
that it might be an Urban Can dude. Urban clad.
An Evan lad. An Evan clad.
So yeah, can I like try and see if I can figure out what his intentions are from over here?
Yeah, roll me an insight. Yeah, that's really good. You can tell he's definitely watching you, and he seems to be terribly amused.
I will.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh, at least we're a joke to somebody in this room. I say Neben can't.
At least there's a dance on the table.
He, you see him just kind of take his glass, and he just kind of pushes it across the table a little bit towards you, almost as though inviting you.
I have my unseen servant go over and pick up the glass.
Is this Kincaid?
No, doesn't seem to be.
Okay,
Does he react
doesn't
to
seem to be.
invisible force picking up a glass?
I'll stay with what's his
He
name?
kind of reaches over and puts his hand on top of the glass and pushes it back down.
I'll stay and chat with Fabian for a bit if you guys want to go talk to him.
Yeah,
Ask him more about this.
I'm gonna go and talk
about
about the brown cloak.
So, Zhao and Fen will go with Akma's side. Akma.
Yeah.
He, as you approach, he waits until you're nearby, and he kind of kicks out a chair for you. And he says, "Pardon me, I couldn't help overhearing your predicament. Asking drunks and tap houses for information is a lot like searching a brothel for Zezzer players. You'll find them, but it's hard to trust the quality of the goods, you know?"
Is that Evan Kent?
Yeah,
I will.
sort of. He says,
I will.
"Fortunately for you, I happen to be a seasoned player."
I look at him and go, "Hello, cousin."
He says, "I don't know where your quarry is, but he has had a known associate in and out of here every night for 5 moons past, buying up small barrels of wine, mead, ale, you name it, putting it on a cart and then kicking his heels off slumward. He's a little gnat of a gnome the folks around here only call Fingers. Find him and you'll probably find your friend as well."
Has he been in here tonight? Or we were going to be waiting a bit.
What was the gnome's name? Fingers?
Fingers. He says he's already been in. I imagine he's probably most of the way back to the slums by now.
If we're up close, can we get a look of his face?
Yes, you can try. Roll me a perception check.
13.
He's got very pointed, kind of angular features. Looks like he might be a half-elf, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Ooh.
There's something about the hood that he's wearing. It's like the place is extremely well lit. There are just like huge candelabras all over the place and chandeliers hanging from the ceiling and stuff. It's all very opulent, but in like kind of a crappy sort of way. You know, like there's lots of gold and stuff around and stuff, but you can tell without even really trying that it's all painted metal and things like that. You know, brass instead of gold, that kind of thing. But there's something about the way that he's wearing his hood that makes it very difficult to see his features. It's quite shadowy inside.
Okay.
He says, I'd be happy to help you, but I kind of have my own job here right now.
In case we need to come back with our merry group of friends, what, pray tell, is your name? Or a name?
He says, you can call me Murdoch. Horrell. That's my name this week, at least.
Murdoch Pearl?
Yep.
It
no.
is a cat's pleasure.
And he gives you a pretty detailed description of the gnome called Fingers.
I write it down.
Where is he?
And have my unseen servant stop messing with the glass.
Okay, they don't actually have a picture of Fingers, but basically he's a really skinny little, like small even by gnomish standards, but he has basically little sausage fingers. Not the sort that you would generally expect from a gnome, because they're tend to be renowned for being quite graceful and stuff. But he's got kind of like little fat fingers that don't quite match the rest of them.
Okay. Just bows to his head to him and bows to Akma and just goes, "Let's go."
I will follow.
And then just
Wait, and
goes to the rest of the group.
then us three are just like, wait, are they going? Wait,
We're leaving you all
yeah,
behind!
we'll follow behind, I guess.
No, we're going back to the group.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, so what did our friend have to say?
We've got a lead, but it will only it only cycles through here occasionally.
We're going garbage diving.
Oh, okay. You have to be less noticeable, I suppose, then. No random singing. Who
No
was
ran-
before?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll dial it down now. It's just, this place seemed like it could be a bit more lively. Yes. Got it.
Should we give the rest of the pitcher of ale to this sad boy?
Sure. You can,
Well, I mean, it's his table.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll only be right to leave him with it.
let him drown his
Mhm.
sorrows. We've got to be sharp anyways.
Well, don't drown your sorrows too much in case we do find your goods. But, or do. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, it's good meeting you too.
Pleasure was all yours. And
It was an informative exchange.
He just kind of stares forlornly into his drink once more.
Humans.
a human.
Jonathan will hop out.
All right, so
The wagons are heading west, boys.
Alright, so what's the target? A gnome or something?
Yeah, it's a gnome with fat
A
fingers.
gnome with fat fingers who lives in the slums has a name, which is Fingers.
Okay.
It has been coming for about 5 months. If that's what he meant by moons.
Moons generally means nights.
Well, not in my fantasy world. Okay.
Yeah, I'm too used to fantasy
Okay.
times, but
About
And from what
almost a week.
Damien told you, he was robbed a week ago as well.
So it's more of a recent thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, but
That's weird.
I mean,
Is he like checking up on the guy they just robbed?
Don't want him blabbering his mouth. Probably already has, though. But, fun stranger helped us, so what's not to trust here? We didn't insight anything about him when we were talking, I just realized. Let's go.
He was speaking to you in Ebencant, though.
True.
I mean, that's assuming we can trust people from the guild and then not trying to give us the.
We're supposed to trust
Well, if
people
they-
from the...
if they don't want us on the wrong track, they better not tell us. To give us bad intel.
But the lead seems to be pointing you toward the slums.
I suppose we should head to the slums unless you want to wait another night for that fingered friend.
I mean, if he just left the Gilded Ring, he should be there by now.
I mean, yeah, just
He's a
yeah,
gnome,
but we
so
better
his little
hurry.
leg.
Yeah, you can't get far with
Yeah,
those
that's
tiny
true.
little legs. I just checked.
Well, you're assuming that he's not. I mean, how many gnomes do you know are actually carrying multiple barrels?
I don't think I know any gnomes.
Currently, no.
Not currently.
Not with that attitude.
Not with any barrels. I mean,
5 of
they're
my
great.
gnome friends pop out of nowhere.
They're all like, whimsical and I like their
mean-
stories. And I mean, I don't know the language, but it's all cute and bubbly. I don't know.
They're good with their hands.
They are.
About the best you could give them is that they tie him to their shoes and try using them as stilts.
Oh.
But other than that, I highly doubt that they're just carrying multiple barrels back into the slum. I would imagine it is some kind of cart that's delivering.
Oh no, he specifically said there was a cart. Sorry if I didn't.
It's a
make that
good
clear.
thing you said that, Sabrat, because he did say there was a cart. I was just great minds think alike.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Exactly
at
what he
least
said. Exactly what he said was, I don't know where your quarry is, but he has a known associate in and out of here every night for 5 moons past, buying up small barrels of wine, mead, ale, you name it, putting it on a cart, and then kicking his heels off slumward. A native
Oh,
gnome.
does it look?
So he
folk
is
around here
walking.
only call fingers.
Does it look like there's like cart tracks around here?
The streets are cobblestones, so definitely.
Maybe it's really
Damn
heavy.
you,
and they're-
industrialization!
Well, I mean, progress is progress.
Yeah,
Well, but in
this
the
ain't no
slum,
muddy tracks scum place. You're actually in a decent part of the city right now. Once you get to the slums, however, it's a story.
Is it-
In any case, look out for getting sucker punched and for some beautiful woman that was fairly distracting, which is going to be tricky.
a beautiful woman.
Yeah. Oh
By
god,
human
no!
standards. By human standards, mind you.
Well, I mean, by,
You don't know Sabrak. You can show him a picture and he'd be like, oh. Oh!
A lady friend, you say?
No. A lady enemy.
and for any singing that we might
Uh,
hear.
enemy is a friend that you've only pissed off.
That does check out, other than maybe Love Rival.
There, I just talk about that shower.
Okay.
Alright, we're keeping you two far away from each other so you don't share the same thoughts.
I mean,
Good
that's funny.
idea.
It reminds me of the first time
THOT.
I met you two, and I went up to Sabrak and was like, "Hey, would you like to share a shower?" And was sort of propositioning you both at the same time, and it was a little awkward. It was. I've never done twins.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go.
Alright, you got
Scratch fever. Once you go cat, the only place to go is scat. Never mind.
Mhm.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
And that's
you
the
said
end
it.
of the stream!
Good night, everybody.
I think we've
No,
peaked too early.
I check up on Grandpa Nim because he's been quiet. You doing okay back there, buddy?
Mm-hmm. Just, thinking about being
Good
Puts it-
silent.
Puts an arm through his arm and just starts walking.
Just
You sure
the
you're thinking-
workshop.
I mean, that does look like Jewel right there.
You got
Yeah.
a little something on your face.
secretly
buddy.
just took a little nap. It's alright.
Alright, stop resting your eyes. We need to get to the slums before
How are
Fat
you
Fingers
supposed
runs
to
away.
rest your eyes.
So the southern part of the city is filled with dirty streets lined with shoddy houses. The slums seem to have grown over many years, a testament to the turn of coin. Here you have Quintala's have-nots, the city's impoverished, hungry, desperate, and dangerous. They crowd the streets, each pair of eyes shifting your way as you approach.
Power walk. Look like you have. Actually, no, do not look like you have authority.
Shouldn't we like sneak around here so that they don't know that we're coming?
That's a good shout. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna just tie up my ears and my tail, just so I look like a normal bloke. Wear some slightly darker clothes that like even Claire would give us.
Are we really
Bit,
stealthing?
well, no, not. I mean, you don't have to stealth. Just look, you know, a little more muted than you usually do.
Continues to walk.
So you guys look like you're taking some people from the old folks' home around. Nice of you. It's slums.
Yeah.
For a nighttime walk, you know, that checks out.
Jalin does have a cane, so.
So yeah, there's a lot of random citizens about. All of them seem to, just be keeping an eye on everything that goes by. You don't exactly feel welcome here for sure, but you imagine that these people have probably seen a lot.
Which one of them looks the nicest?
Why don't you roll me a persuasion check, whoever you wish to designate.
Oh, am I not proficient in persuasion? Nope. Still got a +4 though.
All right. So you find a person. It's kind of like an older lady. And she seems to just be kind of slumped over, sitting in an alley. And as you approach, she looks up to you, and she kind of holds her hand out very pitiably, as though begging for coin or possibly food.
Okay, first, I know it's just an old lady, but I'm inciting her.
Okay.
Is insight wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
I'll also insight.
I want to
her
just
make
like
sure it's
get
not-
ganged up. Oh, she's fine. I will take her hand and be like, "Hello, ma'am."
She's fine. I still suspect she's Kincaid in disguise, but I think she's fine.
Just kidding. It ropes off. Hello, ma'am.
Old man Kincaid? It was you the whole time? No.
I was just wondering if you've seen a distant friend of mine. He left his grocery list with me, and I would just like to return it.
Go ahead, roll me a deception check.
Just open.
She's got
Do you have
smiles. to
any
you.
money?
She has kind of yellow, crooked teeth, and she says, "Well, what did your friend look like? These eyes aren't as good as they used to be, but I imagine it probably has much to do with hunger."
Well, I will give her a ration. And I'll be like, he's very small.
He's
She
a
accepts
gnome
the
with
ration.
fat fingers.
A fat finger?
might know.
No. Hmm?
Yeah, he might know him as Fingers.
Well, I may be able to recall, but I have a friend who has much better eyes than I. Why don't you come with me? And she gets up, and she's like, at this point, she's torn into the ration. She's got like some salted pork that she's stuffing in her mouth. And
Can I insight this? Because I like it's like a police thing, not so that people take you to a secondary location.
yes, you can.
Police now?
No, but
13?
Let's see. Oh, I just realized that the boot's not up. I need the boot. There it is.
I mean, if it's Kincaid in disguise taking us down, she'll be fine.
Hello, Mr. Reese
Kincaid wouldn't
Kincaid.
just be on the street looking as an old woman. He's probably in a safe house, right? I think.
We're gonna come to Dallas,
Well,
and
this
he's
is
gonna be
still a
like
bad idea.
Kincaid.
I don't think he's just stood out here just looking around for people.
I mean, you never know. Like, these are members of an Abbott Thieves Guild. They could be
Well,
anywhere.
Claire
They
would've
planted
found him
that
by
guy
now.
in the tavern back there.
Sure.
The enemy is Kincaid the whole time. He's like, you guys did it!
You found me.
The worst game of hide and seek. Also, I'm not gonna help her up because I'm very weak. I'll have Akma do it.
I will fine. I'll help her out with my +0 to strength.
I have -2, buddy.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just marginally better at picking up old women.
I'm
Couldn't go
I'm-
that
Wait,
far.
That sounded wrong.
I'm a lot better at
we're
picking up
trying
old
to pick
women
up
than
the
you
old
guys.
woman?
Okay, no, fine. Let's a Brack carry her.
Feedback run!
Hey there, lady. You look like you're about the same age I am.
Oh.
I just pulls the Brack by the ear away. I'm like, no, we're not doing this right now.
You said pick her up. What?
No, like lift her.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I don't judge. You can still date her. You're still in the same age range. If that suits your fancy. This isn't undercommon.
She starts walking ahead of you guys. She's calling for Harold. She says, Harold, where are you, my boy?
Please don't let Harold be like a giant 10-foot tall ogre.
Okay.
No, please let Howard be a 10-foot tall ogre.
As
Ooh,
they head
maybe
off,
the dog.
As they head off, I'm gonna wave the rest of the party off and be like, "Well, I'll catch up later. I'm sure you'll be able to find Harold and return this list or whatever." And then I'm gonna run off a bit and then just sneak and just follow like 60 feet behind these guys, keeping an eye on them. As I'm pretty sure they're gonna get
I get
ambushed.
it.
Just
Can I like
Well.
subtly write a list of groceries while she's not looking?
I wouldn't say it's exactly subtle, but yeah, you could try.
If I hide behind some Brock, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Forgery kit! Oh wait, I didn't put anything. What skill would that be? Dexterity?
It would be dexterity, yes.
Okay,
or-
so that's a 24! Wait, no, a 22!
You managed to write a grocery list.
It's like crackers, mead.
She says,
So-
I think he's right over here. She rounds a corner.
Eggs.
And as you guys approach the corner,
But like written with like very like heavy sausage finger handwriting, or what I would imagine.
damn it. Alright, she turns the corner. I'll just climb up that sort of building and be like up on top, looking down at everyone else. Because like, holy damn, they're gonna get so ambushed.
You know what?
go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Sure, that's what that's more or less what I was doing. Oh, there you go, that's a good idea.
I wave at shower.
Don't wave at
So
me. even
a
if
lot
it's
of these
bad.
houses have thatched roofs, so you're kind of having difficulty being sneaky about it. But I'll
Right.
say that you're able to get up on the
Yeah,
roof.
I was like,
no
I'll
problem.
climb speed up here, but also, oof, yeah, not very quiet.
Okay. But as she rounds the corner, you guys begin to follow, and you see a man step out of the shadows of the street in front of you, and he's just kind of chewing on some sort of twig, maybe like a cinnamon stick. It's kind of hard to tell from this distance, but says, "You folks lost? You seem to be a bit hoity-toity for this neighborhood."
Well, you see, I'm just trying to return this very great list of groceries to a friend. It's very important.
I somehow doubt that you have any friends around here.
Well,
Wow,
that's
bud.
judging a book by its cover and something you should never do.
I don't read books.
I figured. Whispers.
I'll tell you what. You look like you're having a bit of trouble carrying all that fancy pen and ink.
No.
Let's say you help me and my boys out, and we'll help you carry your things through the city.
No, my backpack is very safe on my back where it belongs. So
As
I
he
said,
speaks, you see like other people begin kind of stepping out and from some of the hobbles nearby.
Elephant's gonna look at this and go, "Oh, did this say gnome? I meant home. We should leave."
No need to go anywhere. Just put your bags on the ground, and then you'll be able to run much faster.
Thank you. Sabrak?
You see that a couple
Uh,
of them have slings.
This ain't my bag. He's totally a sausage fest.
Could I insight to see how when they're like if they're about to start combat or not? Like if they're gonna.
Yeah,
Okay, I just want
yeah,
to
go
see.
for it.
Shell and Finn just slowly backing up.
From up here.
Yeah, you can tell that they are poised to start firing as soon as somebody does something or the leader speaks up.
Okay, so they were just waiting on the leader's command, pretty much. Right, sure.
It's
Yeah.
the old lady. She's the leader. Grab her.
Actually,
where is the old lady?
whenever she rounded the corner, like you're kind of looking around, you don't see her anymore, and it's almost impossible for her to have completely disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Aha! It was Kincaid.
That's gonna be a red herring for the whole.
Oh, campaign.
It was Kincaid all along.
Son of a bitch!
Dude, I'm the one that sent you out to go get it. Why would I do this?
You're the big bad evil guy.
I mean, clearly he's trying to test us in combat.
I told you to bring it to me. If I had it, why would I tell you to bring it?
Yeah. Is that can't you?
So are you going to be nice
Yeah.
and let us get our bellies full tonight, or are we going to have to get rough with you?
You
You
know
want
that-
your belly full, huh?
You're not the type of people we like to get rough with.
That's something I could get behind.
That's okay. I'm sure that we wanted enough for both of us. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Right.
I was trying to be nice.
Yeah, well, I think
I'm
they
never being nice again.
sort of decided what they were doing. Oh, will you take Sanctuary off?
Oh, I have a +1 to dexterity, so that grocery list isn't that great. It's 21.
All right.
I'm using him as a shield. I hope you're okay with that, Thea.
Is that how that works?
So
We look the same?
this bandit, he moves up, and you see him poised to fire his weapon. He is just holding his action for the moment. This bandit walks up to here, and he is holding a very rusty-looking scimitar. He is also holding an action. And this fellow here actually has a crossbow. And he just kind of brings it out from under his cloak and points it at you. And he is also holding an action. Shower.
Okay, for the insight as well, I guess. Have I been seen? Am I pretty obviously seen up here by these guys?
You rolled like an 8 on
8,
stealth,
yeah.
didn't you? Let me see what their passive is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew I was there.
Yeah.
They blocked me the whole time.
Yeah, they know you're there.
Mm-hmm. I just like, alright. How high is this? Like 10, 20 feet? I don't know how average building.
It's probably about like 8 feet tall.
Oh,
Like
sweet.
a little less than 10 feet.
Yeah. Just scamper
Just
up
pile
there.
driving.
It's just got like a flat thatched roof, and the actual building itself is probably made out of like mud, basically.
I kind of want to be quiet. Still though, because we don't know this part of town. So that's the leader, right? Bandit 4 down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just from up here, just gonna have sort of have a sling and just swirl it and shoot at him, and then duck down
All right.
for an action. Miss? Ooh, yeah, just loose.
Maybe it's
missile,
raining bullets.
and then duck
Stone
down.
skitters off the ground.
Yeah.
He says, "Skin that cat!"
Oh, oh, seen me.
And
Goodness.
oh god.
Ah!
So take 2 points of damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Or wait, no, is a sling D6 or D4?
D4.
Okay. So take
Oh,
2 points of damage.
2.
I'll let you keep the lower roll.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's a bonus action. That's very good.
And one in melee. Actually, you're not within reach of him, so he's not going to do anything. Sabrak! What you gonna do?
I'm tie up with Bandit number 1.
All right. As soon as you get there, he's going to take a swing on you. See if he hits. Oh my god.
Oof.
Oof. So he slashes you pretty nastily with his scimitar.
And of course, you know.
Oof. It's enough to throw you off a little.
Okay, well, that's my turn.
Akma!
Okay, I'm going to. How many creatures does I'm going to pray for my god to bless these 3 peeps with knowledge on how to stab things and also avoid turn.
All
I
right.
cast bless on them.
Bring down
Ooh.
the bless.
And then I'm back up over here some.
Okay.
Bonus
Ciao.
action. You just see this like nice silvery light form in Jalapin's hands, and he's healing lighting his bro.
All right.
And as an action,
Wait, you can do 2 things a turn at
Eldritch
level
Blast?
1? Whoa!
I get bonus action heal. You're welcome. I have 1 left. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Do I Eldritch? Yeah, Eldritch. Because Bless works on that.
Ooh.
All right, he's gonna explode. And tell him not to hit my brother again.
Okay.
That is my turn.
So he shrieks. He doesn't seem to. They didn't seem to be expecting you to fight back much. Nem.
You guys ready for loud? Because it's the only thing I do.
Oh, yeah.
Just gonna heft my shotgun at this guy.
Oof.
Got him.
Get it!
Oh, you did.
Ooh!
Oh.
He's dead.
One shot
Yeah,
the boss
take
with
that.
a thunderous boom.
Can I do a free action to high five?
Yes.
I'm gonna fist bump your high five
Oh, it's a turkey.
Oh.
because I'm
So you
confused.
basically just blow this guy's head off, and Bandit number 5 drops his weapon and is immediately like, "Okay, okay, okay. Let's all calm down here."
No!
He moves over to check on his friend. He's like, "Harold, are you okay?" He starts he's basically crouched down and trying to scoop his brain back in.
God,
Oh,
can you
shit,
imagine
we
if that
killed
was
Howard.
a natural 20?
Oh no, we killed Harold. So the
Not
old lady was great, I
Harold.
guess.
I'm not that upset.
I meant to
be
kill
honest.
Harold. I aimed at him for a reason. He was like their leader.
Tell him about the 4 rules of firearm safety.
These bandits are now actually. Bandit number 1 is going to disengage, and he starts moving.
I'd blow him a kiss.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, he's not getting away.
Do you want to continue combat? They are clearly surrendering, but a couple of them look, they're still holding their weapons in desperation, but they're you can tell their hands are trembling.
10.
Just tell us where Fingers is and we'll probably let the rest of you.
Oh, there he goes.
40, 50. I just want to get next to him and just sort of grapple him. Just be like, hold on, we need to check on your friend, kind of thing. I just don't want him to go. Whoa.
Go ahead, roll me athletics.
Okay. Set that up actually. Yeah,
Beat a 3.
sure. Just pick him up and go. Whoa!
We're rolling
Yeah.
really good.
Okay.
We're never
So-
going to roll good again.
As you rush up and grab him, you smell a slightly familiar ammonia-y type smell as he absolutely wets himself.
He needs a shower.
I go, don't worry, we won't tell anyone, and it's hardly noticeable. It's dark. You're fine. And bring him back in. Everyone, but come on,
It says, one of the guys is still alive. He's like, you want to know about fingers? Well, should just asked. We would have been happy to
Yes,
tell
I
you
don't know. I was,
anything you want to know. Anything.
Nim, can you just? That was you went from 0 to 100 really quick there.
That's what happens when you get your beauty
I
rest.
don't
It's
know
my
why
one good thing.
You're so angry, Nim. It's just
He says,
My life's work
you
is
went.
this invention.
I believe
says,
it.
look,
It's beautiful.
I haven't seen fingers tonight myself, but I know that he works for Dale. I imagine that's who you're probably looking for, right?
Maybe.
Do we know the name Dale? I think he's one of the people we would look to contact. Actually, was it Dale or
Dal.
there's a couple
He's
of
on the
questions
grocery list.
we need answered. Yeah.
He is on the grocery list. It rhymes with kale.
That's
Great
Evan
name.
Can right there.
But as much as
That's how I'm just gonna do all my secret messages, just grocery list from now on.
yeah, as much as you could tell us about Dale would be great. Just we need to clear this Harold up. He's all over
He
the
says,
place.
alright, well,
Oh.
like I say, ain't seen Fingers, but Fingers, he works for Dale. And Dale, he's been gone for a while now, long enough to think that we're starting to think he ain't got a mind to return, and we were actually going to start squatting in his house. But he's got this pet oaf he keeps on a short leash that we've been seeing trotting around covered in sewer muck for the last couple days. His name is Big Kelvin. It's a
Big
proper
Kelvin.
name for him. Man's bigger than
How
most
big
half
is he?
orcs.
You
damn
mind,
big.
you mind if we borrow Harold for a little bit? We need to send a message to Big Kelvin.
What are you
You
gonna
want-
do with Harold? He's dead.
I need to take him to his.
And we're going to introduce him to Kelvin.
Can I
Isn't
just tell? Can I just insight this guy to tell if he's bullshitting?
Go ahead and roll.
Woo!
You are
I'm
absolutely.
not even gonna bother. No.
Wow! Hey,
I
you got
started
it.
glowing as an eldritch blast. Just
Right, you're a
Akma, you're pretty
Yeah.
sure this guy would tell you if he wore ladies' underwear right now.
Ooh, ask him.
Okay, good. Good. Because we're gonna need to know that in a second.
Don't embarrass the
I'm
man.
just
He's
like
had
putting a band-aid over
Bit of a rough
Sabrak's
night.
like wound.
Says, we saw Big Kelvin going into a sewer grate a couple blocks away just last night. That guy don't do nothing without Dale say so.
Would you say Dale's been missing for about 6 or 7 days?
Yeah, probably about a week. We don't really keep track around here. What's the point?
And can I get every one of your names for record?
Sure.
Home addresses, social security.
If any of you is named Seamus, then there's no hope for this.
God damn it! Thanks, Jeff.
There you go.
And Harold. Also, was that old lady Harold's mother?
What old lady?
Aha!
He says, I think that's a man, right? The guy with the big that thing.
No. The one that brought us here.
That was
This is my
an old,
grandfather.
that was an old lady who led us here and
No
shouted
one's grandfather.
Harold's name.
We ain't seen no old lady.
Okay, cool.
And I'm the king of.
She knew you. She was asking for Harold.
She was asking for Harold. Was it Harold?
Yeah.
Maybe Harold was the old lady all along.
Listen,
Maybe.
can you just give us directions to this house where Big Kelvin seems to be wandering around? And we'll go and check it out and make sure he's all right. I know there's been a lot of damage caused tonight, and if you could just let us know, that'd be great. We don't want to cause any more harm.
Yeah, we don't want you to cause any more harm.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
show you exactly where the sewer grate is, okay? But let my boys bury Harold, okay?
We'll send our own message, and I just pat Sabrak on the head.
If you want to just give us directions so you can be on your way, that'd be even better.
I
You don't wanna
like
be
that
led anywhere
way
else,
better.
you know, right? If
Also, radiant damage should heal over time and will not get any infection, so you're welcome.
Okay, ignore that. That's fine. You've been blessed. It's
You've
fine.
been blessed.
But listen here, Huey, is it?
Yeah.
We're gonna go on our way, but just now, I'm gonna sort of lean in and be like, at any point, I can let this, and point to Nim. I could let this guy off the chain, and look at those wild, crazy eyes. That is an old man that has nothing to lose. That's like some Clint Eastwood shit where he's like, I'm at the end of my life.
Just kind of like blinking a little watery.
He's like, look, if anybody asks, we're going to say that
crazy
Harold got drunk and fell down a well, okay?
So, is Harold's head like completely off his body?
It's in pieces.
Can I look at his body, please, Dewey?
Sure.
I just want to search it.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Oh, I am.
Don't
I mean, like,
romance.
how much of his
I just wanna
brain
look
is still...
Just
I'm taking
romance
notes!
in front of me.
He has no material wealth to speak of, but he did have a light crossbow.
Ooh, okay, who doesn't have a light crossbow here? For the bandits.
Hey, you'd give him a promotion.
Two of
Yep.
them have slings, and one of them is kind of like, I would take it, unless you be that, you're trying to quip and then you're going to shoot me with it, in which case I don't want it.
No, for the slings, which one is the prettiest?
I'll say the Spot is the prettiest.
Alright, Spot. I
Spot's
hand
like-
up the crossbow. Oh, woo!
You do like
And-
a secret handoff.
He
like you
accepts
do
the
in-
crossbow and he's like, right. I guess I'm the leader now. You, get rid of Harold. The rest of you. I'll see you in a little bit. I gotta go change my pants.
1 second, Spot, and I grab him by the shirt and just pull him very close and go, if you ever judge a book by its cover again, I will find you. And just smile.
I'll never touch a book, I swear.
That's not... Oh
You know
my
what?
god.
No, you know what? Perfect. Beautiful. Never read. It's a sin.
If you find any books, give them to me.
No, you don't want their
You're just like, never read. Any of you bandits ever read, and the knowledge clerics is
librarian. Never read.
You see
I
a
feel like we're
word
raised...
more than 6 letters long. Run.
Words make me angry. It's fine.
I feel like we're just raising the literacy level in this place. Just
right. You
So
go to
never
the slums
shoot
and
anyone
they're
that looks like
Literacy is
us.
only for rich people like us. You will stay down here. Don't better yourselves.
Well,
Scum.
okay, it's not my fault they don't understand the phrase.
Listen, it's an education
guys
problem that we
kinda-
can't solve now. Let's go. We're done here.
Yeah, you guys kind of feel like there's a lot of eyes on you right
Yeah,
now
let's go.
because
This
you
is
did just
awful.
discharge a
That was
firearm.
loud as fuck and we're gone. Yeah.
It was really loud.
There's like dogs barking in the distance, that kind of thing.
Hey, Nim,
Mhm.
look on the bright side. There's no blood on your hands, literally.
Just some gunpowder. Although no, this one is powered by thunder, isn't it? Some metaphorical gunpowder.
They don't get metaphors. I tried.
Blood and Thunder. That's actually a good name for a
It,
Blood and... he just starts riffing as we head off.
we're gonna get arrested first session.
You guys
So,
are. I'm gonna just fucking bolt.
You guys leave the area?
Stop shooting people.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna try and find Big Kelvin.
You know what? Let's just go and wander around and like for like half an hour.
Let's
to
just
an
not
hour,
talk
just
to anybody ever again.
disengage and get lost and split.
Yeah, we see an old woman kick her in the face.
Let's, you know,
Kim Glade!
just walk in circles for a bit to see if we're still followed, that kind of thing, and so like split up and move through the city, that kind of
Yeah, let's make sure we're not being followed because,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, maybe the guild is watching us.
thing. After that, spend an hour trying to
Okay.
drop tails, pretty much.
All
we
right.
could like carve your tail. That would be one way to
Yeah,
drop a
yeah,
tail.
Okay. Did set
I'll
that
say
up.
that you guys arrived at the slums at about 10 p.m. So you kind of wander around for about an hour, and surprisingly enough, nobody else messes with you.
Oh wait, how's Akma doing in the dark? Are there lights on right now?
Oh fuck, it's dark.
In the
I don't know what I
slums,
do with
absolutely
humans.
not.
Yeah, the humans could see. I guess they've.
Can I see? Am I blind? Is there moonlight?
I mean, it's probably just all dim.
The higher I roll, the fuller the moon is right now. It is pretty damn dark.
Oh, we can make like a little halo for you out of light.
I could just cast light on a pebble and carry that around like a
Yeah, just put it in your pocket, just so you can see.
Okay, be boring.
Well, maybe we don't want to be walking around the slums with a literal halo. We're probably going to get robbed.
I mean, like, I appreciate the aesthetics of your design, but like, I don't want them to trace this back to us and the person with those with halo around their heads.
The
if it comes
glowing,
to that.
tall, scary-looking elf with a halo? No.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast light on the rock and just use it to light my way if I need to make sure I
Wait.
don't trip over any old ladies or Kincaid.
Okay. Yeah, you can
I'm
just kind
not-
of hold it in your fist and just open your hand enough to give you a beam of light.
Yeah.
I just remembered I'm not Rin, so I won't be in front. 10 hit points!
Give me perception checks as you're walking around.
Here we go.
I will be right by the brother.
Ooh, look at shower.
I don't notice
I
I
anything.
don't. Stealthy. Like a shadow in the night.
It's dark, y'all.
So. You were given directions to the sewer grate.
Yep.
Go ahead, roll me a d6 shower.
Sure, I see how well I do. 4.
Okay. So, as you're moving around, you see a woman who is out awfully late. Like, there's not a whole lot of women out in the slums other than the old lady that you saw earlier.
Oh, let me do throw a hand up and be like, watch. I think I've seen.
She seems to fit the description that you heard of Talora. She's a young woman sporting a black bandana with a scimitar tucked by her right hip. She seems to be moving with purpose through the streets like a lady on a mission.
Okay, everyone, we'll look out for sucker punches. But I think we'll do even can from now on. So it's like keep them peeled. Bogeys on the lurch. Watch your 6. Deal of darkness.
That seems like a very convenient coincidence.
Deal some aces. Yeah,
It seems like a very big coincidence.
This isn't right. Who's? If I go, do we even want to speak to her? Yeah. All right.
No.
I mean, we want to follow
Well-
her. I don't think we want to talk to her because we get punched in the head.
Yeah.
No, but-
Are you saying we need somebody to go talk to the lady?
No, we do not need anyone to talk to the Lady Sabrak.
Well, Sabrak.
I mean, maybe Sabra could talk to her and the rest of us stand far away.
I just worry, Sabrak. You're right. I know you took a hit back there. If you get sucker punched, you're gonna be good. Do you
Hey.
think?
Ladies like scarves. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
God, you're so dumb sometimes.
If we sort of surround her as much as we can, or be a little way split up while Sabrak goes and you try and distract her, we'll see if we can spot anyone sneaking up on you first.
Do we want the stealthiest person in the party to talk to the lady?
I mean, he wants to.
You guys can arrange yourself in whatever marching order that you're moving in, by the way.
I was gonna go and talk to her just because they probably can't kill me in one hit. But
Yeah.
Sabrak is probably the best suited for it, being a charming bloke.
I'll go with Sabrak because I don't want him to die.
She's carrying a torch, by the way.
Oh. See, she hates Trow already. She doesn't want you to see.
Do my patented climb up onto a nearby roof as stealthily as possible.
All right, roll me stealth check.
Oh boy.
I'll give him guidance. I don't mind.
Oh, guidance, thank you. The 10.
Okay,
It's tolerable.
a little better.
Try to keep a
She
60-foot distance.
she
or something.
kind of like she's paused in the street, and you see her definitely look in your direction, but she just kind of seems to shrug it off after a moment. Like, you just kind of freeze in place, and she just just kind of shrugs it off. And you see that she's looking at a piece of paper with the torch, and she seems to be trying to like, you can tell that there's writing on it, but from that distance there's no way to read it.
Alright, brother. Shall you woo this lady with your charming attitude?
Oh boy, I can't wait to see how this goes.
Is everyone in range of shotguns or sneaking, or are we all good before we do this? I feel like this might get
Ooh,
pear-shaped.
you could do the whole cripple act where you pretend to be hurt, and then she'll see
Can I
a
give,
wounded
like-
hero.
You guys do get help, yeah.
Well,
Can I give some? Can I give like Sabrak wingman guidance from the gods? Because I need it in this situation.
wingman guy.
Just pat him on the bum and be like, "You got this." Guys.
And then I'll just
Hey,
throw
whoa,
you at
okay.
her.
Please bless this dim soul with the knowledge of how to hook up with this weird lady.
Oh, he knows how to hook up with this weird lady. Let's go. Link's arms.
Don't worry, this isn't a fireball. This is just to designate the radius of torchlight.
Okay,
Okay,
so that's
sure.
30. I should be further
Bop,
out. Right?
bop, bop, bop.
How big is this map?
Hmm.
30.
We
So-
still have bless on us.
As you two approach,
I'll take that off.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
She,
that's true.
she just kind of stuffs the paper into her, like one of the pockets of her little vest that she's wearing. And she kind of looks at you guys for a moment, but then she just turns and begins walking away.
Ooh.
No reason to head away now. I mean, we've already kind of been standing here for a good minute. Is everything alright?
She kind of looks back over her shoulder again, and then begins to take off in a run.
I guess that was a no.
Okay. We're doing this.
Her. Hate running.
This gives me an opportunity to bust out a table. Sorry.
Ooh, chase sequence. Let's go.
So are you giving chase?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Does it matter what position we are for this? Or
So she's equal in movement to Sabrak and Jalenfane, so everybody roll initiative for me.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. Bloop.
Nim is so old.
So she has no complication.
I rolled a
She travels
4 and a
30
2
feet.
for initiative.
Or actually travels 60 feet because she's dashing. That was her. Oh, Sabrak, actually, you go first. Go ahead and roll. Well, I'll roll for you, actually, because I got that table. Oh, here we go. That does not make sense because there's no city officials here. Okay, so you got no complications, so you're able to give chase. You're moving at the
Really?
same rate, so you're still, the same distance from her that you currently are.
See Kincaid anywhere.
And she
Look.
had no complications.
Oh god, I'm running as fast as I can.
Are you dashing to keep up with her?
Dashing to keep up with some Brock.
Okay.
So I guess yes. So at the same
You have
time,
no complications either, so you're still in the same position.
he's getting out of breath.
Shower.
Okay, so I'm, I guess, 30 feet behind both these guys, pretty much.
You cut out there.
I'm about 30 feet behind these guys, I take it.
Yeah, you're
Running
like
along the rooftops.
technically they would be further away than what they actually are right now, but
Yeah,
for
they're now-
purposes of this, we'll say that you're like
Yeah,
there.
had I dashed to keep up with it, sure. I'm just gonna not dash. Oh shit. Yeah, not dash.
we're going by Pac-Man rules for this map.
Right. I'm gonna just move 30 feet and just perception check to look out for either of these two getting sucker punched and just keep an eye on them from up here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your perception check.
Oof. Okay.
You'll see nothing.
Nope, they're good.
Nim, are you chasing or are you going to do something else?
I'm gonna chase.
All right. Ooh, this makes more sense. A nauseating smell, such as a stink rising from a sewer grate or a cloud of sulfur near an alchemist shop, permeates the area that you've run into. Make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Does he have advantage if he's used to it?
Yes, that's what
You're
that is.
Okay, so you are able to maintain sight. Akma.
I am also running after everyone.
You have no complications, so you're able to maintain as well.
Yay.
And that brings us back to Sa.
Sabra.
So you would be able to catch up with her this turn because you're going before.
Okay. Well, not that it's that much. The only thing I'm gonna do is try to athletics to grab her arm. I'm not trying to like full blown tackle her or anything like that.
Okay, go ahead, roll me an athletics check.
Yeah.
She shrugs you off like a friggin' robe. But that does cost... Well, actually, no, it wouldn't cost her an action because it's a resistance roll. She has no complications again.
Mm-hmm. Does she disengage or
But-
just run? Dash.
She's just running.
Okay.
If you wish, you could take an attack of opportunity, so try to grab her again or something.
Try for the grab, but yeah, I'm not trying to hurt her.
Right, I gotcha. Okay. Go
And
ahead, roll another athletics.
Yeah, well, that's a shame. Is it rolled the good thing and then didn't? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you basically try to grab her other arm, and she just looks at you, and she's like, "Get away from me, creep!" But that gives
But
her
I love
a little more
you.
distance on you. So she's now equivalent of there. And Jolly.
I'm running, but question about a spell.
Mhm.
Can I do like a Eldritch Blast in front of her, like a warning, like, "Hey, stop running, we just want to talk"?
I think you'd have to target a creature with that.
Is there a
Yeah.
frog on the ground? An ant?
Not one that you would be able to see. I don't think.
Maybe you
Okay,
could
I'll
shoot
just keep,
some
I'll
back.
just keep running.
Magic missed
Yeah.
just 3 cockroaches in front of her. Just stop!
Oh
So pretty much she like rounds the corner, and as you go around it, you don't really recognize this part of the slums. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. Okay, so you're good. You're able to
Okay,
get your bearings.
instead of Eldritch Blast, can I cast light in front of her and make it like just flash red? Like, wee-woo!
Yeah, you definitely could do that.
Okay, I do that. And I'm just like, please stop!
Roll me an intimidation.
Ooh! My feet, oh, nope.
I mean, you did say please, which isn't very intimidating.
Please.
It wasn't too scary, though.
Stop, friend. No. Okay.
My brother just wants your number!
Shower. That does not help.
I'm just gonna run and dash and just barely keep pace, but still probably the furthest back. Just keeping an eye on everyone. Using the dash action this turn, though. I'm gonna just give them another turn to try and stop her before I engage.
You got no complications?
Okay.
Nim?
I'm running.
Grandpa.
No complications.
I'm getting a little winded, but
Akba.
How far away is she?
From you, let's see, 5, 10, 20, about 50 feet away.
Do I want to do this? No, I'm sure that we'll figure it out somehow. I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay. A cart
Okay.
containing many small items. We'll say in
Fruit
this
carts.
case it's a cart full of apples. Blocks your path. Make an acrobatics check. Clear the obstacle. Alright. So you are able to basically dart around it or go over it, your choice of which.
I'll just jump over it.
Okay.
Thanking the fact that I didn't skip athletics class in like one time at the monastery.
Let's see. It says... Okay, so she's got to make a dex check because... Or no, it's actually Sabrak. You have to make a dex check.
Dex check. Okay. What would be dex check?
It says the next chase participant automatically suffers a complication as it passes through the debris. It makes an acrobatics check to pass through the debris unimpeded. Otherwise, you count the spill as 10 feet of difficult terrain. If you fail the check. You're good.
Is he running through the...
So basically what happened is, as Akmo was running, this like cart was in his way. And as he dove over it, he kind of like tilted it over, and all these like cabbages rolled into the streets. And so as you're going by, you kind of did a little bit of slipping and sliding on the cabbages, but it didn't slow you down. There's a very angry dwarven cabbage dealer.
Huh? Shouldn't have
Jeff
your
will understand.
shouldn't have cabbages out at midnight around town.
So Laura seems to be very familiar with the area and is having no difficulties. Sally!
It's a breath. Oh, he did go. I keep running!
Oh! Your route forks off into several different directions due to the carts and just, general people laying about and such. Make a perception or an insight check. Your choice to figure out which route is best. Oh! Okay, so you fall back 20 feet, as 10 feet of your travel is difficult terrain.
Jalen, stop and just start breathing oh!
You basically kind of stumble over a poor homeless person who was just sleeping against a wall. Shower.
I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna, I don't know if this is a free action, to grab 10 silver and toss it at that dwarf and be like, sorry! And then just Tabaxi power run and just fucking, and pounce on her from the top of one of these buildings and try an athletics check and take her down.
Alright.
Like, maximum effort now. And just really go for it.
Okay,
So
so you're
okay.
able to easily clear the distance because you're using your feline reflexes,
feline
right?
agility, yeah. We're like,
Or
alright.
feline agility.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to stop her otherwise. Poof.
Okay.
Just pounce,
She's
try and
probably going to be dead.
just roll with her into the ground. Hopefully she doesn't get a 19 again.
Yeah, you give her the Calvin and Hobbes treatment and you
Yeah.
bring her down.
Please stop.
And
And
She
then
just screams as this huge cat beast just leaps out of the night.
and then as she screams, I see how beautiful she is and try and sort of harmonise with it. And I go, Just try a different approach from Sandbrack. But like, this is actually, I heard something about your singing, and just try and distract it with that. I don't know if that's a check on. So oh, actually, I didn't quite take.
But
it
yeah,
right.
you've definitely got her stopped,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
gives the others an opportunity to catch up.
Just pounce and we sort of roll ended over it. And eventually we're both there on the
Do I
ground.
still get a complication?
Let me check something. 50-50 chance, so high means the torch doesn't go out whenever she drops it. Nope, torch goes out. Basically, she drops the torch into a puddle and is plunged into darkness. And you definitely get the impression that she's extremely afraid of you right now, Shower.
Yeah, I know.
She says,
Wait,
"Just don't kill me! Don't kill me! I'm not trying to... what do you want?"
First off, wow. You look great. Like, I feel like I know I just pounced on you, but there's some sort of connection. I know you scared of the drow back there, but like, I feel like I've known you. Have I known you for like seconds or years, right? Sorry. It's just I felt, and I'm gonna like.
Stop it!
What? Bro, don't actually hit me with stuff. I'm just gonna do that cat thing where you just sort of shriek and jump up. Like, whoa, I'm just trying to keep everyone calm. It's just, I don't know. I just had a couple of questions to ask you, but now you
What do you want?
you do anything later? I don't want. Sorry, what were we asking her? I just generally got distracted. I just sort of refer her to anyone else while I'm just sort of staring at her.
Do we all catch up eventually?
You like
Yeah, no, you catch up within a few
Is
seconds.
she like 9 or 10 out of 10? Or he? Yeah.
Let me see. What's her charisma? Honestly, she's above average, but I mean,
Oh, okay.
you can tell she's lived in the slums for a long time.
Excuse me, ma'am. Out of
Pretty.
breath. Do you have you talked to a man of 3 braids recently? Lots of braids, maybe not more than 3.
Less than
Blonde.
2.
She says, "Look, I'm not going to tell you anything. I don't know what you want, but I have a guess, and I'm not selling him out."
You do realize you have a very big cat and a very scary Sabrak next to you,
Well,
correct?
No, I'm not gonna do anything. What are you saying?
She just kind of clamps her mouth and doesn't say anything more.
Hey, Nam!
Roll me an insight.
Insight, not intimidation. 2, 3.
Actually, I'm right next to her. I'll give it a go as well, even though yours probably succeeds.
Okay, it's pretty good. Sabrak and Shower, you kind of get the impression that she's probably pretty sweet on Dale. She's just holding her paper close to her chest and doesn't seem to be willing to let it go.
Is it a love
No.
letter?
We're not with any authorities. We're not trying to get him in trouble. We just need to talk.
She says, "Look, he's trying to get out of town. I'm trying to help him. He said he would take me away from here. Get us out of the slums."
When was the last time you saw him?
Oh, well, at least a week.
I mean, really? Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw out an insight on that then. Oof, not great.
That's enough.
Oh, yeah. She's like,
She's definitely lying. She's like clearly trying to come up with bullshit. Like her eyes are shifting around, and yeah.
it was only a week ago, and then she like fawns for a second. She remembers like the other day when they were hugging or something. It's like, yeah, okay.
Literally 5 minutes ago. 7 days!
Listen, are you really gonna run away with him? Are you planning to? I mean, I know this is a little personal. Are you planning to like elope, maybe?
She just kind of nods mutely.
It's just there's a lot of people that are looking for him, and they're gonna like come and try and track him down. If we can talk to him now, then we won't have to, chase you down and ruin your honeymoon or tackle you to the ground ever again. I'm really.
There's
I'm
a lot
really sorry about that.
scarier
We'd
of
rather
people
get this.
than us.
Yeah, right. I'd rather we be able to sort this out than, in 2 weeks' time you have the knock on your door from like some horrible blackguard that's trying to hunt him down and just gonna. The first thing he does to make a point is, fucking,
Cut off a finger.
poison him, and then say, "I'm not going to give you the antidote until you speak" or something. We just want to talk to the guy. Help us out here, because I mean, you're helping you out, really.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh shit, we're gonna get sucker punched.
Dale's right behind us.
Charging up a fireball.
Ooh.
Are we all perceiving?
Yeah, you can all roll.
What do I see with my elven eyes?
Okay, so Jalenfane, you can see enough of the paper to see that it is indeed a shopping list.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Okay. 2, I'm a fan of shopping lists. Okay.
It's not great. You just can't see enough of the shopping list to really be able to tell much from it.
In Undercommon, may I speak to Sabrak and be like, can you grab the paper for me?
Yeah, you definitely can. But you can speak in
maybe
Undercommon.
maybe you saw the last 2 tackles. She's kind of got something on.
Yes, it's called an average strength.
Alright, was it Talora?
How do you know my name?
I'm very good at guessing and reading people.
That's not true. We've been looking for you.
Shut up.
I mean, we don't need to lie to the woman.
Yeah. Yeah, we've
It's not
been
gonna help our case.
we heard your name from a lad.
There was a lad involved.
Could I just see that piece of paper?
She says, "You promise you're not going to hurt me?"
No, I'm not going to hurt you. I promise.
She hands you the
My
paper.
honor. She hands me the paper.
I'm gonna be like,
Mhm.
I didn't promise. No, sorry, I'm joking. No.
Okay, what's it say?
That's my sense of humor. Sorry, I'm gonna go over here.
I
So
hand
you
her
do the
my
shopping
shopping. It's just a
And-
shopping list.
From what you could tell almost immediately as you're looking down the shopping list is there are provisions, there is a saddle, a horse, all singular. You could tell that this list of equipment that is being put together is enough for one person to make a run for it, not two.
Interesting.
Oh, sweetness.
So is this for you or for him?
She says, he said it was enough for both of us.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh, I can't do
I'm
that.
gonna insight that.
Go ahead.
Like, does she just try to go off on her own? So
Oh, he doesn't deserve you. Let me try. I mean, I think I figured it out.
Look at us.
Safrak. Yeah, as you can tell from the insight that she is telling what she believes to be the truth, but you can also tell that from that list, there's no way. There wouldn't be enough food, there wouldn't be enough water.
Let me explain a couple things about this list.
Oh.
And I just kneel down. Away from the scimitar. This is only enough for him. One person. If there is two, the horse would break. And you'd eventually all die of starvation and dehydration. He
Her
doesn't
shoulders-
deserve you.
Her shoulders kind of droop, and she says, I know. I think I always knew. I kept holding out that maybe he'd... No, he never would.
Never would what? Oh,
I'll show you the fastest route into the sewers if you promise to let me know. Or let me go. I'm getting out of Kintala. I'm going to go somewhere far from here.
you know what you should do? Take this shopping list. Get the stuff for yourself.
I've gotten most of it now. I was just going to steal a horse tonight.
Also, have you heard anything about... Oh, stealing. Okay. Have you heard anything about a box with an animal that sings?
Yeah, he's been keeping it with.
Has he opened it?
I don't know.
1 second. Yes, you do. No, you don't. Okay. I believe you.
I will. I'll roll. That's like one better.
She's either got the best poker face in the world or the worst. You're not sure which.
Okay.
Well, Talora, give us directions. We'll see. We'll have a safe trip. I heard Waterdeep's great this time of year.
I mean,
Are we near Waterdeep?
everything's-
You should try
no.
Sigil. It's
You're
a
on
nice
the other
city.
side of the continent from Waterdeep.
I mean, Talora,
You should try going to Sigil, a place we've never heard of.
Talora, you could leave.
It's very
it
nice
on
this
in
time of
Belgium.
lunar cycle.
Cormer to the north would treat you much better.
I'll look into that, she said.
Honestly,
But,
honestly, Talora,
she-
Kintala needs more stars, and I'd hate to see you leave as well. You seem really pleasant, even though I just pounced you to the ground. And
Shower.
I was going to choke on my own
just upset that
vomit.
he just would do this to someone.
That's why she's going to start anew.
She kind of picks herself up a little bit, very carefully. She doesn't, like, put a hand near her weapon or anything like that, but She stands up, kind of brushes herself off, and tries to muster what dignity she's able to.
I
And,
fix her hair.
She says, I hope you find the son of a bitch.
Oh, we'll get him real good for you. And I hand her my shopping list.
I don't know the way once you get to the sewers. You're gonna have to get that out of Kelvin.
Oh, Kelvin.
Bastard's too dumb to memorize a route. I'm sure he's got a map or something.
Cool beans.
And she gives you very specific directions to the sewer grate.
I will hand her 1 gold and my shopping list.
She accepts them both, and
I'm gonna give her an autograph as well. It says love and kisses, shower.
No, don't give her an autograph.
Why not?
Yeah, please do not give her an autograph. I already said someone's name by accident.
Oh, she's going. I trust her.
No, don't give her an autograph.
she says, "Whenever you find him, give him a kick for me, okay?"
If it comes to it.
And she starts heading off down the street.
Really?
Nice.
Jesus.
So 2 of you planted her number.
Yeah.
She's gonna be changing her clothes later, going, "What the fuck?"
Couple of rowdy boys that want her. Yeah.
You two need to start thinking of the north side of you.
Oh, that's funny.
No, I just support her. I don't want to do like a bounce back thing. I just wanna hang
Just
out
like the weirdest like Lady in a
I'm trying
Tramp
to get
scene
with
ever.
her. Just bounce.
Instead of it being a spaghetti, it's her goddamn back pocket.
Hey guys, maybe she was Kincaid.
Maybe.
Didn't feel like
I
Kincaid,
don't think she was
if you know what I mean.
Oh wow.
Wait, was Kincaid hot?
Ew,
No,
no.
he was like kind of middle-aged and balding.
You know, Charlotte,
Ew.
I think you could take the lead and probably chat up the next time. Let's go see Kelvin.
All right. So, do you guys want to take like a 5-minute break, or do you want to go ahead and proceed now?
I need more coffee.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Break.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a
It's a conspiracy.
Because it gets in the way otherwise.
And we're back.
We don't need to cut our hair.
Drow hair.
That's how the
I
city
don't have
guards know
hair.
who's an
I'm a
Ebenclad.
gift.
I mean, honestly, what good is a mirror when you can't look in the reflection anyway?
Are
Exactly.
you a vampire?
None of you have gotten
They're
the
miming.
underpunch, so no black
And
eyes.
in the Underdark, there's no light.
So we
If
are
we can't
back.
bouncy lights though.
Yeah.
None of us have ever been to the Underdark.
Yes, and they can sit there and trying to cut hair with dancing little fairy fires bouncing around.
Sometimes we'll do nice little French braids if we're feeling feisty.
So, here's a question. Do you want to go immediately to the sewer grate, or do you want to try to find some place to take a short rest? There are a few watering hole type places around here.
If we take a short rest, I get my healing back.
Do you? I thought it was
I'm in
long
perfectly
rest
fine
still.
condition, but
No, it's a long
just-
rest.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I
I'll
think-
sleep for 8 hours.
Right,
Let's
I
go.
think we're good because we don't get anything back that we've spent anyway. So.
Well, what about your 2
Okay.
hit points?
he'll
Yeah, a
be
couple
fine.
of you are injured, but it's up to you.
I'm not bloody.
I mean,
Okay.
It is a fifth of your health at this level.
Is it?
I only have 1 healing light and 1 spell slot. I'm just saying.
I have 1 spell slot. Everyone else who wants something is going to be
I have
looking
so
on
much
the spell.
ammo, guys. I'm good.
Have you got like 49
Okay,
points
that's
left or
fine.
something?
I've got 49 ammo.
Let's go, boys.
I just have a lot of cantrips. That's all.
I have a lot of
many.
cantrips.
Have a lot.
I have
They're
like
not
12.
They're not useful, but they're there.
What cantrips are useful? Guidance.
I have a lot of
Must
use.
be
I have
useful
Sacred
guidance.
Flame.
I have the opposite of that Toll of the Dead.
Starting.
So I didn't take that yet. We're starting.
Yes. All right. So you have directions to the sewer grate, and as you guys are approaching, if you want, you can arrange yourselves in whatever order you are moving in. But as you round the corner, you see
Oh, so which corner, which direction are we heading to
Yeah.
place ourselves?
where the blue square is.
Okay.
That is where the sewer grate is meant to be. If you wish to approach stealthily, you can.
I feel like we probably should. If we don't want to spook. Ah, well, I mean, if Kelvin's
You should-
foolish, if you spot a
I'm
dog,
going to try.
the thing is, you're better like a guard dog.
I mean, I think
You're
like
better
if,
off calling out to it to let it know you're there rather than accidentally.
He did tell us he was really dumb.
I feel like if whoever's the most charismatic just like tries to convince Kevin friends, that would probably go the best. So we
How
can
should
get a
we?
nap
What
off
should we
him.
convince him?
He's got fingers
That-
on him.
Maybe that we're like friends of Dale and that like give us help
Ooh,
us.
yeah. We're his like new allies, and we're here to
Yeah.
get Jesus.
Well, to make I mean, if we're gonna to make the live
Well,
work,
if
we
we-
need to tell him something that he wants to hear, that is believable, and that
We
won't
don't want to
fall
mention
apart.
to Laura,
Yeah.
but we could
Or
just
the
be like,
guild.
we're here to take over your place so you can have a nice rest, Kelvin. So if we could see that map, we're allies of Dale.
For context to move
We're
So,
contacts to
Dale
move
to
the
to the next spot.
goods.
We're bringing him his groceries.
This is I don't have a grocery list anymore.
As Akba, as you get up there first, and you're able to kind of peek around the corner, you can
Mhm.
see this little gnome, and he has like a little hand cart that it looks like he's been pulling. It's pretty small, actually. It has a couple of kegs in it, and the gnome seems to be talking to a human who is about 7 feet tall, wearing leather armor that is just stretched across his chest and belly, and he's wielding a mace that looks more the size of a spoon in his hands. His boots and pants are stained with water and filth, and he reeks of the sewer. And he's currently standing there picking his nose as Fingers is giving him instructions.
Should we wait till Fingers leaves?
He's a pudgy gnome pushing a handcart small enough for him to use without issue. He's got a big bushy mustache and wearing boots that are likely a little bit too big for him. And he seems fairly content with his place in life.
Yeah, let's just wait for Fingers to leave.
Yeah, let's back up to the wall. Is there a wall?
Where all the grassy looking stuff is, there's basically like rows of houses. They're mostly like mud huts. There's a few like stick buildings, but it's all very shoddy construction. Like you feel like you could probably just kick a hole through one of these houses pretty easily.
Shower. Give me a boost.
Okay, and help. Well, actually, I'll climb up and then grab Sabrak and we'll both be on the roof then, if you want to get up there.
Yes, I'll give you a boost. 1 second.
Just climbs up and goes, oh, okay. He's already getting up there. No, I'll just carry
Oh my god.
I'm 98% sure I could just carry you up there.
Do you like move back? Do you like fall or like move backwards against the flow of gravity into the ground?
Goes 3 feet into the ground.
He doesn't even try. He's like,
Ah!
So,
yeah. Does anything happen as a result of this, or are we good?
Jalen does not make it onto the.
Okay, well that's fine.
hey, no, that was for me pushing Jalen up to the roof.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah, you don't really succeed. You kind of get your face stepped on.
Okay.
But go ahead and roll me perception checks for the 2 people that are up on the roof.
Sure. Oof, not great.
Okay. So, Sabrak, you can actually hear the conversation that's going on. Fingers says, all right, so need you to take these kegs in, take them to the boss man, and tell him I'm going to come back with his pork rinds in a little bit. Can you remember that? Pork rinds, later. Beer now. Okay? And Kelvin's like, yeah, I got it. I got it! God.
Just squishes him.
And Fingers begins to toddle off, leaving the handcart behind, just whistling as he goes. What are you guys gonna do? Do you wait until Fingers leaves, or?
Well, I'll
Yeah.
whisper down and be like, Jarl and Ven, Akbar, can either of you do like an illusion, like of some pork rinds or of a gnome or anything like that? It seems a little slow-witted. We could probably trick it.
What we could do is holds up a ration and puts it like. Is it in like a sack? I don't know how they look.
Yeah, I would say they're probably in like little, like crappy little pouches,
I
basically.
take out a nice feather pen and write pork rinds in the same writing that I used the grocery
I
shopping
feel like
list.
he can't read. He's gonna just go.
Yes,
I'm gonna
but-
have a wild guess.
It's gonna help with the illusion.
It's the one thing I'm good at.
I mean, you've got many talents, sure.
Thank you. Good thing he doesn't know how to read.
So are you gonna go and convince him that you're back straight
You're like
away
sitting there.
with pork rinds?
You're like, how do you spell chicharrones?
Yeah, I'll go out. I'll put my hood up though, so I don't look as
you
weird.
need to come back from where he did the gnome or Fingers just left from.
Do 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 do.
Hang on. Go, yeah, take a walk around the block.
I take a stealthy little walk.
Okay.
Then I walk back. And I go, "Oi, Calvin!"
Who are you?
So, Fingers, he got a little delayed. So and I hold up the bag. So he had me bring these for the boss.
Oh. Roll me a deception.
Speedy little devil. Please, dice gods, be good to me.
Okay.
But he wants me and my lackeys to go down there. Is that all right? I brought an extra bag for you.
Boss said don't let nobody down there.
But did boss say that I brought you another bag of food? If you'll let me go down.
He say I only go down because I only big enough to lift the grate.
Kelvin, do these arms look like they're weak to you? Can I roll a deception for that with my new arms?
Sure.
I don't know, maybe like a disguise kit also starts it off.
I'm gonna come around the corner and be like, oh, hey.
I may be small, but I'm very strong.
Alright. Hey,
He says, "Oh, kitty."
I'm gonna try and act as dumb as him.
This is bait.
Hey, oh bait, is there a grate I'm supposed to open?
See?
boss.
I told you.
Wait a second. I'm supposed to open the grate.
No, I'm
No.
Try to
armed.
replace me?
No, Kelvin, he's not replacing you. This is just, what time is it? Like 11?
Yeah, about now it's probably.
At 11 p.m. on this day, it's Bates' only turn to open the grate. Because it's his birthday.
I'd like to open the grate.
Calvin, do you really want to make Bates sad today
No,
on his birthday?
Kelvin, can we open the gate together?
Oh,
Oh.
Have you?
teamwork
Yeah.
makes the dream work.
Yeah. Come here.
Because that's different. Yeah. There we go over to him.
Go ahead, roll an athletics check.
Sure.
Look at those muscles. They're not as big as yours, Big Kelvin.
Uh,
They'll do.
So between the two of you, you very easily lift the grate out of place. And he just kind of reaches over and with a filth-covered hand begins to try to pet you.
I will.
Good kitty, strong kitty.
Instantly break character. Be like, no, fuck off.
I will give Big Kelvin a pack of my rations and be like, "There's your treat, buddy.
Like, no,
Now
like
give
that.
Big Kitty a big hug."
He moves to try to hug you.
I'm gonna run. No. I'm moving back. But I don't like this. I'll be like,
All right, Kelvin. Now stand guard, and if Fingers comes and pretends that he has, we'll be back, okay? Pats him on the knee.
Okay. You know which way to go?
Actually, do you have that map? I have
Um,
memory problems.
He starts feeling around in his armor. He finally pulls out just a very grubby piece of paper that's pretty wet and quite fragile. But he just like pushes it into your chest and it just kind of sticks to your armor.
Oh, thank you so much. You're my dearest friend.
Uh-huh.
Then I do the move out sign.
I'll give him a
Wait.
big sidestep.
I was supposed to do something. What was it? I forget. I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, you eat. Those are a delicacy.
He just sits down in front of the open sewer grate and starts eating.
Somebody grab Grandpa.
Alright, now Sabrek.
I will.
Assassinate.
I'll pull Grandpa along
Okay.
with me with my invisible mage hand.
Wait, it's fine. You
Can I put a napkin next to Big Calvin's rations?
You put a what?
A napkin.
He eats it. No.
Yeah. Good. Alright.
Alright.
So, come on, Bait. Let's go in the sewer together.
Okay. And as soon as we're out of earshot, I'll be like, don't you ever fucking call me bait ever again.
I couldn't
To
think
the
of anything.
sewers, to adventure.
Okay.
He said great
Come
and
on,
bait was the
Vine
first
Dwellers.
thing that went into my
It's
mind.
fine. It's just and what? But all right. But the hug thing you did on purpose.
That was just for my pleasure.
I don't like that. Okay.
There's your map.
Can I try to copy it onto another fresh piece of paper?
Yeah.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
Oops.
I'll give you guidance to not make it into a ketchup stain.
A dick. This is my dick map.
Also, don't draw a dick.
Boop! 14.
It's 14 of dick.
You draw an impressive dick.
Okay, now to draw the map.
It's not that impressive of a dick.
Oh.
I'd still have Calvin's.
Yeah. You
Wait,
said-
when did you learn? Why are you better at this than
So, do you go down to the sewers?
I think so.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
Wait, can
I think out of character, Jasper did a very good job lying.
That was pretty
Yes.
good. It got
That
you out.
was good.
It got you out of the combat.
Did a thing. Has anyone got any spare boots? Because I don't want to step in sewage.
No.
No.
You could put, like,
Who needs boots anyway?
I have to crawl along the side of the wall.
you're not a
You know,
spider.
when I was a child, the monks used to say that material possessions, they were full of shit. Like,
So is this sewer?
And now
sewer?
his material possessions are literally full of shit.
Kintala's sewer is
Yes.
a foul place beneath the city filled with the stink of 1,000 latrines. People warn their children about the boogeymen that live in the sewers, but you know you're more likely to run into vermin and excrement. Rungs extend from the brick wall running underneath the grate. creating a ladder for you to step down into the darkness below.
I still feel like I should maybe ride on Akma's back or something.
I can't carry you, and if you try, I promise I will make you feel the wrath of
Mindy.
1,000 years.
I can ride on Akma's back. I'm
The water in
small.
the sewer is dirty and disgusting, occupying a 10-foot wide section in the middle of the sewer tunnel. It rises to about 2 feet and is slightly viscous. You basically can move through it as though it is difficult terrain.
Oh, but we could walk along the edge.
I think that's a wall.
Is that a wall or the edge of the sewer if there's like a central bit is flowing?
It's
through?
like the edge of the sewer tunnel.
Okay.
The darker stuff on the outside is actual.
Yeah, okay.
There's
so,
a little walkway.
So there is a
I'm
little
glad I
walkway
landed on this
inside
instead
of
of the sewers.
Yeah. Of the difficult terrain.
Okay.
Sabrak's ignoring me.
Is anybody creating light?
I have my pebble.
Okay, 'cause it is
Can I-
pitch
if-
black down here.
If I cast light on his pebble, does it extra light?
No.
That's for him because I don't need it because I can see.
No, it doesn't create extra light, but it just basically extends with the light.
Oh wait, I closed the map. Do you know
Why am
where
I in front?
do you know where we're going? I'm at the front. Do you know where we're going? I know it was sort of right, north or somewhere.
I hand Shower my beautiful drawing and then hand him Sabrak's written map.
Oh, okay. Can you reshare that map for me? I closed it, thinking. we
I
wouldn't
just
need
did.
it for some reason. Oh,
So
cool.
are we out where the X and the O is? No, we're at where the city is. So we go.
The thing that says to the city, you get the impression that's probably where you guys entered from.
Okay, so we have to do it like this. Oops. Oops. Boop.
Maybe it's on NPC.
What I would like for you to do is to roll either a insight or survival check to follow the path successfully. Oh, you have the map actually, so yeah, that's easier. Yeah, you're able to follow the map pretty easily.
Boop. Oh wait, did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't.
Oh my god, we're gonna die down here.
Let's see.
Is this right?
Okay.
I think I'm right, guys. Look, puzzles.
Looks like there's two directions, but yeah, we could.
Oh, there was a shorter way, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. Fewer turns.
Wait. If I go like this.
And we only go right, north, yeah.
Shaolin takes the longest way for someone who hates exercise.
Scenic
So as you
route
guys
There we
move
go.
along, go ahead and roll for me a perception check, everybody.
Perception.
Ooh.
It's dark.
I mean, that makes
I
sense.
feel like I might be eaten by a grill.
This is hearing based, so.
It's dark, I can't hear.
Okay. So, Jalenfine and Nim, you are the only two who hear kind of a high-pitched buzzing noise coming from a tunnel to the north.
Bees.
Don't
That's
ridiculous.
kinda-
Why would there be bees underground?
It does kind of
Really?
remind you of like really big bees.
Great.
There are bees.
Shower.
I mean, would I know if there's such a thing as bees?
There are bees.
Coming from that direction.
Can I try and figure out what kind of thing it might be before it hits us?
Roll me a nature check. That's really good. You've heard this sound before, usually in the summertime in like swampy type areas. It sounds to you like a few sturges.
Oh,
Oh,
no, we're
gosh.
going the opposite way.
It's Sturgis, guys.
Those things will fuck you up at level 1.
Yeah.
Well, is that the way we have to go?
Well, it's well, we could take the longer route.
Let's take the longer
Yeah.
route.
Wait, but I don't know
Okay.
if you guys
You're right.
are you guys gonna be able to jump across here though? Huh, strength score, easy.
Block.
Can you guys get across here though?
How deep's the sewage?
It's a 10
2
foot gap.
feet.
Oh, that's
10
like
feet
half
wide.
of my height. Hey, Shower.
Yeah.
Can you carry me and jump over?
I can't carry you and jump, no.
I have a grappling hook and a rope. I think maybe that's a little dramatic.
You know what?
So what about
Just
the
picture
rope?
you guys tried to tightrope walk across a very deep
I
puddle.
think you guys are just gonna have to walk through the sewers while I don't.
I don't wanna should
I mean, if you've got
Yeah,
more
it's
than
like waist high.
if you got more than 10 strength, you can just get across.
I have a 7 strength.
Yeah, so you're fucked, but everyone else is fine. Wait, you guys
Oh, I
didn't
have
top
11
strength,
strength, I'm-
do you? Oh yeah, see, Nim's good.
Nim, carry me.
So if you're going to try to get past the surges without being noticed, go ahead and roll me stealth checks.
Yeah.
I'll give myself guidance because I'm gonna need it.
Good call.
Okay, Nim just wades through the pool.
Nim can jump.
Go. 16. That's not bad.
Ooh, so with a 10,
I was a little splashed.
you're rolling so unlucky for an old man today.
Thankfully,
So-
that is enough.
Ooh.
Who wants a hug?
Okay, well, I will literally claw your eyes out if you come near me. So I think we've
Go
established
hug.
that so far.
And
I give Sabrak a
That's where
hug.
the surges are at. But you are able to continue to follow the route without difficulty. And eventually, you reach the path's terminus. It's a simple wall with rungs leading to an opening above. There's no grate blocking the exit. You can tell right away that it leads into a dimly lit building, not the bustle of the open city. Still, it's more inviting than the dank of the sewer, and you're anxious to be rid of this.
Wait, there isn't a grate that normally, what's his name, Kelvin would open. Sabrat, can you check it for traps or anything?
I think it was the great at the
No, but I mean, this seems like weird that there's a threshold here with no gate on it. I just...
Well, because Kelvin had opened the gate to get here, so they would assume no one else could get in.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to look for traps?
I mean,
Because we
yeah,
can try
I
and
can
investigate.
I mean,
Both,
also,
but-
I just sense there might be it would be a good place for one. If I was putting a trap here.
Does
pop
anyone
one
have
like that.
precedent?
Ooh,
No, I don't. Gonna to find
Yeah,
nice
the-
hoes like in Days of Yore.
the whole looking for traps.
Oh, I forgot your investigation is great.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't realise you were in garbage at that one. Sorry.
I'll help!
There we go.
Oh, I'm not the rogue. I'm not helping anymore. Never mind, I'm not. I have 10 hit points. I'm not red.
Wait,
Can I check for traps from very far away?
So like your brother with the 9 hit points is okay to.
Oh, I have more hit points than you. Yeah, I'll help, Sabrak.
everyone could die in one hit
Th-
at level
thanks.
1, it's fine.
I'll help my brother. I got a 16 for Trey.
Okay. So with that, you are able to tell that there is several strings going across the opening, and it looks like they're just tied to bells.
I will point them out to Sabrak because I hope he has thieves' tools.
Well, yeah, I got these, but
I just
mean,
like turn his head to each string.
but like following the traps along, other than just tripping them and them ringing. What's this stop me from just like taking the
Cutting them?
dagger and cutting?
Yeah,
Well,
just cut them.
the bells are kind of suspended above the floor level, so if you just cut them, then the bells are going to fall.
Oh, okay, fine. Let's disarm it. I mean, like you could like theoretically, we could just I could
Yeah.
hold on to one with my mage
everyone
hand
grab
and you
2
could cut
bells.
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold them still.
How tall are the bells?
Each one of y'all got mage hand, right?
I don't.
I use the power of my mind. I don't use
Yeah.
mage
I mean-
hand.
If we want to wait an hour, so I can ritually cast. Wait, is it an hour or 10 minutes?
11 minutes.
To ritual.
Yeah.
If you want to wait 11 minutes for unseen service,
Unseen servant's not going to float up to the
Nope.
bells though.
that's it.
And
So
Well, how many bells are there on each
Yeah.
string? I'm sure there's a
I
way to
could-
quietly disable this.
Yeah, if you want, you can just roll a thieves' tools to try to disable it.
I can stand on your. No, it won't help. The bell puzzle.
Who's gonna disable?
I am.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll.
I'll give you guidance.
Use those hands for
Perfect.
good. Oh, Jesus.
All right, so you are able to do so, and I'm going to put you all on the map, but you're going to be going up in whatever order you choose to go up. Like, who wants to go first? And do you want to roll stealth, or are you just busting up in there like?
I mean,
"What's
we
up?"
just disabled the alarm system, so we might as well try.
Yeah, well, it kind of makes sense if we didn't stealth after.
Yeah. Alright, but like disable the
Go
noise
bust it
making
there.
trap and be like, we have a
Throw the flashbang.
Yeah.
Name, shoot the gun!
Right. Just open up with a shotgun.
Ooh!
To someone's face.
Aha!
Go ahead and roll me perception as well.
Oh, okay.
Where are we on the map?
It might be a new one.
You are nowhere on the sewer map.
Also, I like how this whole session is us avoiding combat.
I mean,
Who was going up first? I'm sorry.
I'll go first if Sabaric disables it.
Okay.
I mean, that's what you do in a Thieves Guild. You avoid combat and don't spend resources. And
Or
get to
blow
the
somebody's head off with a gun.
Well, I mean, that was different because I mean,
No,
it ended
that-
the fight without us taking any more damage, but it was loud. But yeah, when your main option is gun at this level.
Okay.
See the
So shower.
Yeah.
As you go up, you are able to hear a song being sung, and you just hear like laughter from above you.
Okay, I'm gonna resist. the
They
urge
seem to be
join
trying
in.
to sing along with it, but they're having difficulty.
Yeah, I'm gonna resist the urge to join in as I hear it, and try and get close enough with the charisma, and try and get a better look so I can hear what just that beautiful voice and someone else trying to sing along. Okay, I don't understand that.
I was just
This-
testing. I didn't know if anybody'd be able to understand it.
It's just the me music. Do 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 do.
But as you like peek up over the edge,
Yeah.
you can see that in the far corner of the room, there are a couple of slum-dwelling looking fellows, and one dressed in nicer armor. And they seem to have basically like a burlap sack that they're kind of passing between each other. And it's like they'll occasionally just kind of like punch it, but not really like hard. And you just see like this cloud of vapor go out of the bag and hit them in the face, and they're just giggling about it. And the singing seems to be coming from the bag.
Oh,
Can I try and do I know what this vapor is or is it?
I highly doubt it.
Okay,
Go ahead and make a
fudge.
roll, but it's going to be like a DC 20 to see if you
What
just...
roll do I have to make? What kind of roll?
Arcana.
Okay.
ooh, can I help?
Not a clue.
Oh. I don't
Shower's
know.
the only one that can see it right now anyway.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna,
don't know what it is, but that makes me want to know what it is.
sure. I'm gonna turn back to everyone and explain what I see, and he's just having a tough time as he sees these idiots just punching something beautiful that's singing. He's like, "Oh, we need to go and stop this immediately," and he's just.
Do you
kind of
see anyone that
furious.
looks like the drawing?
He's just completely ready to go. Yeah, there was. I think there's a Dale in there. He had the short beard, and it was a human, and there's
I
two
can-
others in there.
You just described all humans.
There was three humans,
Had a
but one was
beard.
definitely Dale. He had a beard. He didn't have any hair. He didn't have any fur. There was no whiskers on any of them. It was. He's in there. We need to. I'm gonna go break this guy. You should see what they're doing. They've got this bag, and it was. The song.
I just peeked my head in,
Yeah.
well, like out the door to see. I got 19 for stealth.
You're stealthy, but Shower's in the way. Like, he hasn't
I can't-
fully gone in yet.
I mean, are we gonna? We're gonna have to rush in there. What's?
Let me share the map.
Right.
I forgot to share it. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
I was confused. I was like, where are we?
So basically, I've got you in the order roughly of what I think you guys were after. If not, you can switch yourselves around.
Pretty much.
But like basically, the rest of you are still in the sewer tunnel below.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna bust in there. Is there any spells we need before we go in there, or do you want me to just?
I could
Lead the
bless
way and
us,
follow.
but I don't. I could give you, or I could give 3 of you the blessing.
Okay.
Of what?
I don't know
Of,
what
yeah.
that does, or because magic, but sure.
I'll make you feel all tingly.
Okay, I'm all up for that. I'm about to fucking explode on this go.
Okay, well, it's a good setting. There are no like witnesses or anything except for these guys. So,
If you want to go ahead and roll me initiative, because they're definitely not going to be aware of your presence
Okay.
currently.
Yeah.
okay.
Why am I rolling? Good!
Hey, here he
Nim!
is. Old man's woken up.
I'm
Good thing
ready.
he's at the back of the line.
I'm just picturing the old man just like shoving his way to the front.
I'm gonna Kool-Aid Man smash through this wall.
Just up into the room.
What
Oh yeah.
Wait, is the can you
Blast a hole in it for the bottom.
Yeah, can you see through these walls? Are they thin or rubbish or no? Can he just?
I think
No.
they're underground.
You guys are technically
sewers.
like still down in the sewer tunnel. That's why I've got you outside of the house.
All right,
It's just not a 3D map.
all right. So are we doing it in order, or should I go in first and then it'll be Nim? Or I don't know how. Initiate.
We're gonna go ahead and have you because you're in, like you're the one that's closest.
Okay.
It was
I'll
just a initiative roll for just general.
Sure, because it's still like a surprise. Yeah. All right. So I'll burst in and rage and.
Oh!
So
All right,
Emotion.
you go rushing up, and
Oh.
all 3 of them point at you and go, "Look at the fucking cat!"
I'm just gonna.
Emotion.
I'm just gonna just go in, just shrieking and try and match the noise of whatever's in that bag as I bash Dale's head in. I can't get reckless yet.
Absolutely. Or wait, no, I think it's second level for Rex, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's second level.
Ah, and just
So
hit
you
him.
just take a big old chop into Dale.
Ugly creature. That's me.
Am I? Can I squeeze by Sabrak?
Yeah, you can kind of climb over him.
Boop boop.
It'll basically cost you 10 feet of movement to get out.
Oh, I'm not planning on going close, dude.
Just saying.
Ah.
Oof.
I move.
Still touch.
Amy's right. I stay right here.
Mhm.
Right there. This is my safe space.
Should we jump back to Nim just because I feel bad for
Is
skipping?
there an actual hole in the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, I
See
want
on
to
the
make
map?
room for Nim.
Oh wow, they gave us a garbage chute to dispose of the bodies.
Wow.
Oh, am I in a garbage?
We're currently standing in the garbage chute, going up into the.
We're going in the poop
I
hole.
think the mission was to bring him back alive, but like if something
Oh.
happens to him, you know, we might
The
get.
dog
What-
cleaned it
what
up.
do you want- I thought we were going to bring back the coin purse, not the guy.
Well, I mean, I feel like we'd get bonus rewards for bringing the guy in alive, but I'm probably gonna maybe kill him, or at least
I mean, you
Put
can
down
just,
to
you can just
zero.
knock him out and drag him
right.
back. That's
I'm gonna
if
struggle
that tickles
to
you.
restrain. Yeah.
Sabrak! What you gonna do?
And I am going to stab Mr. Bandit number 3 here.
Stab him with kisses.
Oh, well, you know, kisses, short sword. Same difference.
Is your short sword now
Wait.
named Kisses?
Wait,
Oh.
did you say port
Or,
sword?
no, I'm gonna just randomly.
Actually, they're sitting on the ground,
Well,
so until they get to their turn, you do have advantage. So go ahead and roll again.
Oh, so you get 20.
I should have given you advantage on the.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
No, that was the advantage.
Okay.
Ah.
So yeah. You come in and start stabbing, and he just like doubles over with laughter at the same time, and you just kind of like stab the wall next to his head. They're still laughing about the cat.
At least they're not laughing about the drow.
Don't laugh at the jazz cat. Serious.
This is- What the hell, man? And he
You're under arrest.
does nothing this turn because he's still high. Akma.
Alright, judging by how all of you are rolling, he advanced Jesus. So I will come in here and give you 3 Less.
I'm just shaking my feather like, why isn't this working?
You're holding it the wrong way.
Nonsense.
Like-
I'm not trying to kill him. I
Turning
have to
head
hit him with the
towards
blood end.
target.
I mean, yeah, he could just go for like the main artery in the neck, but we're just trying to.
And that's my turn.
All right.
You may want to move down so Nim can shoot people.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, so this bandit. Let's see. Okay. So this bandit jumps up and immediately runs northward and just smacks into the wall. And he just kind of falls over giggling. You can take an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Is Kincaid here? Is this a joke?
Oh, he's not looking good. But it's weird. He doesn't seem to be feeling any pain.
Mhm.
Still laughing, even though he's bleeding profusely. Them.
Do we really need to kill them? Can we just
Coming
like
out
take
of
the
this
bag and
hole.
leave?
Can
And
you do
Pointless.
whatever it's called damage with a gun?
What? Gun damage? Oh, what non-lethal? Well, I mean, you only can melee.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Give him the
Non-lethal
rifle
gun
butt.
damage. I can shoot him in the foot.
Oh yeah, shoot them in the take out their kneecaps.
Yeah, get him.
Are these the same bandits from before, or are they different bandits?
No, the bandits are basically what I'm using for your typical slum dwelling scumbags.
All right. Just wanted to know if maybe they were the same guys, and I could just kind of wave this gun around and be like, "Hey, remember that?"
I mean, like,
I mean, you can still do that.
that's what you want. Like, do we need to kill them, or can we just like take like the coin person?
No, I want the animal.
I'm taking
Okay.
this one's ears. I'm pointing at Dale. Doesn't deserve to hear. He was punching music. But I'm not gonna kill him.
We
Someone's
could bury
out there
them in the
breaking her
suit.
back, trying to help your escape plan, and you're sitting here getting high with your friends.
Right?
We could just bury them in the sewer. No one checks the sewer.
Yeah.
How could you do that to
Okay.
this poor girl?
Just want to
Take
make
your
sure we're
ears.
on the same page.
You guys want me to shoot these guys or what?
Shoot them. Do it, Nim.
Do it. I mean, don't shoot me. I mean, kind of
Make them eat their words. I don't think they said anything.
With a lead chaser. No, they've been
They
too
laughed
busy
a lot.
giggling. One
But you
of them
guys
did
just-
scream,
you were
"Look at
just
the fucking
missing.
cat."
15, 20, 30. I'm gonna shoot this guy because he's full health.
He's not gonna be soon. Oh. Oh.
It.
Well. Oh.
Yeah, he's not.
Wow.
So
He's
you
a
just
gun,
give 'em
guys.
center a mass. There's just like a mass of like dust and stuff that falls from the rafters. This place seems very beat the hell up. Like there's the only doorway out of here seems to just be covered in rubble.
Okay, this might not be a
Jesus
good
Christ.
idea.
Nim, you're covered in blood.
It's
Most
fine.
of
We
it
can
got
wash it off in the
showered.
sewer, in the poop sewer.
Just showered.
I mean, I am already
Shower.
covered in sewage.
why it's
I'm
called-
gonna swing on Dale again, because fuck this guy. He's not still prone, is he? He's stood up now.
No, he stood up, but he didn't take any actions.
Yeah. Get him.
Oh my god. Okay, that hurts. I mean, not physically, but emotionally.
not just
Is he filled with emotion?
emotionally too. He needs me.
Alright, I'm gonna do the warlock thing.
Okay. You invoke Satan? Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, Dale falls over with
Wait.
an Eldritch Blast.
Wait, you can't make that non-lethal either, can you? It's literally.
I can't make that non-lethal, nope!
Force damage.
You guys, I was just gonna go.
I saw Nim and got really excited!
Oh my god.
Sabrak.
Oh. Come up here and stab the other bandit.
Can you get sneak attack?
Not from this
I
condition.
don't think you're gonna need it.
Well, I mean,
Somebody is within
yeah,
5 feet, so
an
yes.
ally within 5 feet. So you
Okay.
can do-
That's one nice thing about flanking is you don't have to be like on the opposite side of them or anything like that.
Mhm.
Yep, you did not eat it.
Oh, you skewer the crap out of him.
Okay.
And they fall dead. And
Check.
the bag is laying on the ground, kind of twitching.
Can I pick it up?
Mm-hmm.
I
Carefully.
carefully
Careful.
pick it up. Hold it away.
There's just this very alien, like, trilling noise that comes from it. It's like,
Oh, it's a cat! I opened the
Now
bag
that we
very
actually have it,
slowly.
yeah,
Oh,
try
boy.
and figure. No, I don't
Something
think
was
I
wrong
can
with
notice.
these guys. I'm worried it's the bag.
Can I hold it away from my face and open the bag very slowly?
you can.
I'm gonna come.
And as you open it up, you, like, feel movement from the bag, and the bag gets lighter, but you don't see anything, at least at first.
Hello?
And then kind of appearing over in the corner, you see this.
Oh my god, I need it!
Wait, what?
Oh my god, I'm gonna be this thing's best friend. I'm gonna go up to it calmly and be like, hey, little guy. In Elvish. Because that's as close to Sylvan as I can get.
I'm not sure if they speak Elvish or not.
Friend,
They-
not foe.
I'm gonna try speaking to it in primordial.
I don't think they
Got
speak primordial.
Draconic and Sylvan.
Wait, do I Oh no, I gave up Draconic. Nope.
But it just kind of, like, appears in the rafters and is just looking down at you, and it is of a mostly red hue, despite the picture.
I take out a tiny piece of ration and I hold it up for it.
It looks to the ration and looks to you, and it almost kind of gestures to itself with its little claws, and it says, "Ooka."
Uka? Jalenfen.
Roll me an insight.
I forgot how to
I'd
insight.
try.
I want to be its friend.
I don't trust it.
You're definitely getting the impression that it's nervous, but it's also not hot.
I'm gonna do that thing where you do like to a stray cat go, come here.
Wait, what are you doing? Wait, stop doing that. Damn
Oh,
it.
hi, Shower.
Sour
Oh,
guy.
don't do that.
Hey, Shower. I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I stand on your shoulders?
No.
I do it anyway.
Stop, get off. Don't like touching. We've established this. Stop it. I'll claw at you. I'm gonna just whistle up to this fairy dragon and try and make noises similar to it was. So,
Uka,
Sylvan.
come here.
using a
I'm
few,
not gonna assume your gender.
use the few Elvish words I know and just be like.
I'll tell you what. All of you roll me a nature check.
Oh no.
Oh, thank.
Damn it.
I like how Sabrax do that we came here for. By the way.
Fish.
I know everything.
It vanishes again, and whenever it reappears, it's just standing on Nim's shoulders.
Oh, you bastard.
It likes me.
Oh, it appreciates.
Nim is true to self.
Give me 2
Maybe
seconds.
like
I'll still be able to hear you guys, but I'm going to let the dogs in, so I'm muting myself for a moment.
Maybe it appreciates.
Damn, do you even know how to take care of it?
You think I should give it a snack?
I was trying.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of busy over here, but if you want to give it something else, sure.
I wonder what we could learn from it.
Should I ignore you?
I want to be its best friend. Sorry, Sabrax, this is my new twin brother.
They like shiny things, don't they? Maybe I can make this a little shiny thing.
I think they're supposed to be quite clever, aren't they? I just can't understand it for some reason.
I need to
How did
learn
it make
something
them
somehow.
high? That's what I want to know.
I mean, I feel like if you try and sniff it, it may make him a little uncomfortable.
It
It's
looked like they
pretty.
were punching
Oh, his
it and it
name's
was releasing.
Fuka.
It looked like they were punching it and it was releasing it. Some sort of.
Is he hurt? Jeff's not here.
I am here.
Is he hurt?
A little bruised up, yeah.
Like, does he want healing? I asked him.
It doesn't seem to understand your language.
I just start making my hand glow a little bit and point at it and give it a thumbs up.
Kind of
I'm just
bows
going
its head, almost like bird-like.
While everyone else is fascinated by that, can I like try and look at the rest of the see anything that we want to do?
Yes, you can see a box that is opened. It looks like it was basically like a cage that was kind of covered with leather that's been like nailed to the sides of the box.
Uh-huh.
And you can see that within the box there are several items.
Oh, I love several items.
I shall throw the parcel into the party sheet.
I'm
Bloop.
gonna try and help Fuka calm down. I'm gonna reach into my backpack and pull out this cute little flip book I've got, and I say, "Look, this is fun," and try and show him. Be like, "Look," and you see it says "Back at it again" at Krispy Kremes, and then I flick through it, and you see there's a drow sort of backflipping, and then they kick down a sign as they're going and land awkwardly. I go, "Look," and try and entertain it with that, and see if he responds at all.
It
Does
seems
Fuka
pretty fascinated by this.
I've got a couple of other of these little vines, so I'm gonna try and show him. But oh, look, he's one as well.
I give Fuka the ration and hope it takes it.
It does accept like a little tiny piece. But as far as what's in the box, there's a bunch of coins in a sack, as well as a smaller sack that contains what appears to be seeds. And there is a small bandolier of pouches and a pair of boots.
What kind of sacks? What kind of seeds are these?
Whenever you open it up, there are 6 of these seeds. They are hard and woody, about the size of an acorn.
Ooh, maybe he'll eat those.
Would I know
Roll
what kind of seed? Yeah.
me a nature check. You can't really tell too much about them, but you're almost certain that these are not prime material. They're kind of a weird color, and they feel strangely warm.
No, these aren't from here. They're from a different plane.
Hey,
Are you guys?
did we find everything?
No, I didn't go for one of these. I'd like to like find out more about these at some point. So I'm good.
I'm gonna healing light the dragon, Jeff.
Okay.
5.
Oh yeah, that was definitely enough to bring him to full.
Well, Akbar,
Now, do you like me more?
I think
It
all
seems very pleased and isn't running away or turning invisible.
Man, this could be our child.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I can keep
I'm
it
gonna
then.
try. What's in the bandolier pouches and?
Do you reach into one?
Yeah.
Because whenever you look inside, you don't see anything, but as you reach into it, roll me a d12.
Oh. Which one's the D12? This one.
Yep. You pull out a bag of ball bearings from a pouch that is not large enough to contain a bag of ball bearings.
Oh, that's cool.
And the boots, they look kind of strange in that they almost look like they have climbing spikes on them or something, but they're kind of spring-loaded, and there are, like the spikes are like kind of in an upraised position currently. It almost
That's
looks like
good.
they would extend downward.
I don't suppose any of you has like a pearl belonging to an oyster or like a dead relative that you don't mind me using.
What?
I
Yeah,
can
what
like
was that?
identify stuff, but I need a pearl. But because it seems like these might be kind of magical.
Well,
I don't have identifier yet.
Nim can
If we wait
identify
a
all those,
level.
anyways. And without
Do I need
without
components? Or
No, you just have to do it as a ritual, I think. You got that magic item analysis thing. Where you just like, ooh,
all right.
ooh. I think it's that and detect magic. You can just be like, okay, cast at any time.
All right. So are you going to do that in this house?
We should probably be disposing of these bodies and stuff while Nim's
There was a
checking
pretty
this out.
loud racket from the
Yeah,
gunshot.
let's not hang out here.
Alright, let's just gather all this stuff and go. Like, it's one of these coin purses the one that we need to get.
There is only one coin purse, and you would imagine that it is just chocolate.
Okay, I'm gonna take everything.
Okay.
I want to hold
It's
my
about the
arm
size of
out,
a pillowcase.
see if Fuka jumps on it.
Hey, Shower, help me
Sure.
get these guys down into the sewer.
Right, I'm gonna carry off these three guys, which I have to drag.
Should
so
we
I'll
cut
time-
them into pieces or
No,
something, or just like?
no,
No,
stop.
Okay.
I'll tie them together, and I'll.
taking
Yeah.
I'm taking Jalen's sword cane. I'm putting stabs in it, like what I was asking.
Oh. Yeah, you
Acma,
can stab away,
Okay.
buddy.
and put a couple of stab wounds in each one of them.
Ooh, slice Dale's throat.
Hmm,
No,
He's trying to make it look like the
They killed
Sturges
each
got
other.
him.
Oh.
all the Sturges, yeah.
Oh, that's smart. Who are you and what have you done with my brother?
I'm street smart. I know how to make it look like it wasn't me.
Do you just like plop them down into the hole? Because it just basically leads straight into the raw sewage.
Yeah,
Okay.
right?
So as they hit, the sewage kind of is flowing because it's a sewer, and you see that the movement of the semi-viscous liquid basically causes them to get swallowed up pretty quickly. They disappear beneath the surface. And you find yourselves alone.
So Fuka's a new member of this team.
Well, actually, no loose ends, and I'm gonna. No, I'm sorry, Fuka. That's just my thing. I do these things. Sorry.
I Eldritch Blast the Tabaxi.
The barbarian in me. I do these. I did it to.
I've only known Fuka for 3 seconds, but if anything happens to him,
I kill
I
everyone
would
in
kill
the
everyone in
including
the sewer.
myself. It
so do you
seemed
want to try to leave via the sewer the way you came in, or do you want to try to bust your way out?
should be
There's
cool.
a collapsed doorway.
Nim, do you want to shoot the doorway?
I mean,
that might be a bit obvious though.
it'd be easy to try.
We should just like
Yeah. We should
just.
I mean, I also have a hammer. I could just kind of smash a hole in the wall with that.
I feel like if
What?
we leave more evidence that someone smashed through here, maybe they just
That's
got,
true.
got high, wandered into the Sturges, and died. We should probably reset that trap on the
Yeah.
as well.
Back to the
Okay.
sewers.
Yeah.
So here's my next question: do you want to go back out to where you know Kelvin is, or do you want to try to find an exit?
Does the map show another exit?
Uh,
We don't want to get lost. There might be more Sturges or worse down here. We should probably
We can put the door back together after we go out of it.
There's no door; it's just a pile of
No,
rocks.
we should probably go back through Kelvin. I think.
Okay, if we do that, whoever's covered in blood needs to clean it off.
Oh, that's me.
And Nim.
And Nim. Wait.
Nymph? No,
I
Nymph
was
wasn't
pretty
me.
far
She
away.
was far away.
Okay, so Sabrak and Dirty Shower.
Yeah, dirty. Don't say dirty show. I don't like that.
I was gonna say Dirty Boy, but then I was like, no, so I said Shower.
One day he shall be known as the Golden Shower.
Oh no.
It's gonna be your gladiator name.
Jalen's still covered in sewage, so. Because he had to climb through.
I think we should.
So-
I think we
oh.
should go past Kelvin though. We don't want to wander through these sewers and then come up against like a troll or something.
I think.
I mean, he
Plus
might notice that
Sturges.
something's up.
Yeah, we should. We should.
You won't notice until we're long gone.
We should explain.
Okay.
We'll tell him he can go on a vacation.
Oh yeah,
felt
we can
like-
tell him that like
He's just a simple man, and he's gonna get arrested for this maybe.
or just tell him that Dale said that he's going to go on a vacation.
Or
Oh,
Dale said that he
probably.
could leave the grate for a little bit.
Maybe Dale said he and Talora can go and like.
We can't
elope
mention
or some
Talora.
shit.
We probably shouldn't mention Tolor. He might not know her. Oh wait, Fingers is probably coming back soon. Shit, we should get there before Fingers
Let's
comes back.
Let's just go through the door.
Quick, yeah.
We'll put the rocks back.
We'll go through there.
I will cast Unseen Servant to put the rocks back.
Yeah,
You could potentially do that.
Do you want to wait for a few minutes so I can do this?
yeah.
Or do you want me to just waste my spell slot?
No, it's alright. We've got 10 minutes. We spent a long enough time clearing up all these bodies and things, but we need to go and speak with Kelvin and get back to him before Fingers comes back and notices something's amiss. We probably want to speak with Fingers, and this time, can we leave one of them alive? Because
I mean, I was
Wait,
hoping
wait,
I was hoping to leave both of them
You'll
which
have
is
to talk
why
to Nim about that.
You killed
thought that
one too!
I mean, if we
Let-
find another exit, then that means they'll both, by virtue of not running into us.
Plus, Kelvin will probably forget about us. So, as we're talking, I'm ritual casting Unseen Servant.
Okay.
I mean, Kelvin probably would. Didn't say anything useful. He would say the word cat, and that doesn't really. That's vague. You know,
Yeah.
He saw a cat.
Cat. Pork wines.
Could be any cat.
Okay.
like pork wine. It doesn't get.
Unseen Servant appears.
We need to. Yeah, we just need to make sure Fingers doesn't tell whoever what else he might work for that this all went pear shaped. No loose ends for the.
So, do you want me to start having my boy take out these rocks?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you are able to. It takes a little time, but you are able to get through to the street, no problem.
Okay.
And then he'll put them back. I don't have to be
Just
there for
make a
that.
Roll just on the off. Fingers says she does.
Fingers and Kelvin are outside the door.
He does not. And
Okay.
whenever you go out onto the street, it just seems to be normal slums.
Okay. So is Kelvin still sat out there?
He's a fair distance away, like a couple blocks. You guys traveled for almost an hour to get through the sewers.
Sure. Okay.
Alright, let's get back to the guild, throw this
We should probably
dirty bag of gold.
wait to intercept Fingers, maybe.
Why?
Go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Why do we need to intercept Fingers again?
I don't think we do.
I mean, maybe
Like-
he'll believe that they just did get killed by Sturges.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go.
He
Let's
doesn't
go
see
back
our
to the guild,
faces,
have a
that's
nice
probably better. You're right. Yeah.
have a nice hot shower, and leave.
Well, I mean.
Shalin needs a
Stop.
shower really badly,
Oh,
but not
no,
that
you guys,
shower.
Like, I mean, there's enough for me to go around. We're all just
I
gonna...
need a
Oh
nice
my
warm bubble bath.
Oh Jesus!
That's
Oh,
Shower's
Jesus.
cousin.
I need to
Um,
wash out my tongue.
So, Shower, you're actually the only one who notices this, but as you're looking around, you have like kind of almost like this weird sense of deja vu.
Yeah.
As you're looking and you realize that the tavern that you guys had left, you see that the tavern is actually like a little bit up the block from where you are, and it makes almost no sense to you that it's here. Like the tavern that you guys originally went to get your.
The mission?
Okay.
That,
so what's,
Mhm.
that
what's the
wasn't
bit-
in the slums, and now it is.
Indeed.
Wait.
What? Okay.
Oh, did
Wait, you
Fuka
guys,
follow us?
I'll point this out to everyone.
Yes. Fuka is currently riding on your shoulder.
So,
That can't be right.
why is this tavern not where it should be?
I want
Can I
to
try
pull
and figure
someone.
out if there's? Can I try and figure out like some sort of magical reason it could?
I'm just gonna pull someone aside and be like, "Are we in the slums covered in sewage?"
They look at you and they say, "From the smell of you, I'd say you've never left."
Oh, boy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, you know
Can I
me.
tell there's some? Can I tell if there's a sort of magical spell that can move a building around like this?
Roll me an Arcana check.
I'll help ya, buddy.
It's possible. I mean, there are things like you've heard of like a Daern's fortress and stuff like that, but this is pretty low key if that's what it is. Like it looks like it's always been there.
And does everyone else around us except for us seem to?
Nobody's going in or out of the building.
Does it have the same name?
Indeed. The
What
Maire
is-
de la Fève.
It's Elvish.
Fancy French words. It's Elvish for fuck you.
It's Elvish for Mother of the Beautiful Bean.
Oh, that was a beautiful. We should go and check and see if this building's where it was before we head in here.
I think we're
No,
heading.
I just want to get this over with before we get spotted at worse.
Okay, I'm just
Arrested.
gonna wait outside
I
while you
don't
go
think we
in there.
could go in the magical appearing
I think we
tavern.
could go in the magical appearing tavern. You guys can go in there. I'll wait
Yeah.
outside with Nim.
Listen,
No.
I've seen some weird shit before I came.
Okay, well
Like a
you experience
people.
that,
Can we insight the building?
and I'll wait out.
The building seems to exist for the purpose of giving shelter.
Shelter, baths, food.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Can we like take shower by the scruff of his
No,
neck and
you
drag him?
can't. I will. Don't fucking touch me, Chlorine. You can go in there.
I do the stray cat thing to shower. I'm like, come here.
Okay, no.
I'm gonna look through the windows and see if I can see anything.
As you look inside, you see that staring straight at you is Reese Kincaid.
Ah, that was an unnerving sight to see through the dimly lit window darkly.
Yeah, it's just like this creepy guy just like staring at you.
He was the villain.
Our friend is inside and he's watching us very intently with almost stalkerish intent, so I feel we have to go inside and have a nice drink and or a shower.
Can I go up to the window? That Kincaid's, I just slam on it
Okay.
and just smile.
Roll me a strength check, see if you bust
Oh.
the window.
Okay. Can I do an athletics?
Yeah.
Wait, you skilled in athletics?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So you go to slam on the window and just straight.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
No more. Just
What's strange
leave
is
windows
that-
alone.
Oh.
Reese
I
doesn't
am
move.
so sorry.
He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it.
See, it was an illusion. I'm getting the fuck out. I'm gonna run.
Can I like reach out and just poke him?
Gun.
Poke.
Yeah.
Boop.
As you do so, he just kind of falls to the ground, and you realize that it's a wooden mannequin.
Mother.
And you hear a voice that says, "You children are going to have to pay for that window."
It was an accident. It's Kincaid's
Not a
fault.
real window. Fake.
I'm gonna just go inside the town before anything else happens.
It's Kincaid's fault. I don't know who's talking. My unseen servant's
If you
picking up all the glass.
If you don't know who you're talking to, we don't mention people's names.
That
I'm
is
inside
one
the
of my
tavern.
thoughts.
There's nothing. I'm inside the tavern. I'm just going to like sit here with all, like, look for a shower.
Where's the? Oh, it's the shower. I was like, what cat?
He just.
Oh, okay, the
sprinted
bath. So I'm
soon
gonna
as
look
it
for
was,
the
like,
bath.
Magic bullshit. He was like, I don't like this.
I'm gonna look for the
having-
hot springs. The
I'm having
sauna.
my unseen servant pick up the glass and carry it in.
So as you enter the building, you can see that it is still empty. There's still a huge model of a ship inside, and you can see that there is a lady who seems to be sitting there knitting next to a roaring oven, and you can smell the scent of roast meat. And she looks like this.
Oh, it's Mama.
Is this
and-
the old lady who called for Harold?
Roll me a perception check.
If it is, I'm gonna.
No, I thought that this was the.
It
Wouldn't
is
we know
definitely
her?
the same lady.
Oh.
It's the same
Oh,
lady.
What a,
hmm
So, Brock, you trying to flirt with her?
She's
What
no
if some-
longer
what-
dressed as a homeless person, but it's definitely
Wow.
the same lady.
what a pleasure to see you again.
The nose piercing kind of gives it away. And she says, "It's a pleasure to see you as well. Please come in. But if you
So-
would, wipe your feet."
You
I
know,
wipe
my
my feet on
whole
this very
body.
expensive carpet.
Yeah, I was gonna
As
say,
Mr.
look at the
Kincaid-
other 80% of me.
Has Mr. Kincaid always been a mannequin, or is he?
Mr. Kincaid does my speaking for me when I don't wish to be seen.
So he's a
Okay.
mannequin.
Very clever.
Mannequins can't speak. Very clever. Figured it out.
She says, "My name is Magdalene, but you children can call me Mama. I am your keeper."
Ooh.
I think Mr. Braxton's was in that.
And she looks around, and she extends a hand toward Fuka. And she says, "There you are, my darling. Come on." And you see
Oh
the
no,
little
she's trying to
fairy
steal your
dragon
best
start
friend.
flitting over and lands.
I knew it was too good to be true.
She says, "You children have done well. Not the most subtle of jobs, but I barely had to nudge you at all to get you where you needed to be. Come on,
Do you
have
want?
something to eat."
Do you want the coin purse, or do you just want the hookah?
Do you have a bathtub?
I am not a greedy woman. I would just take my share of it. The rest of it is yours.
Excellent.
I am looking for warm water and soap.
Let me see. By the party set up correctly, I do. Except rip. But we do
Plus we
need
got
them.
like 2 magic items and some seeds magic items. Anyways.
They
Well,
weren't,
maybe
in
she
the
can
pouch.
identify
and some
these.
gold.
They weren't in the pouch, so they are yours.
Do you know what they are?
No,
Can you
but I
tell?
am curious.
Fancy boots.
Says I can identify them if you wish.
Yes.
I mean,
Also, do I really have to pay for that window?
Of course not, child. I can mend.
God, I have my unseen servant bring her all the glass pieces.
She says, I'll worry about that later. But for now, do come and tell me about your mission. And she moves over, and as she does, she off of the roaster, she brings, it's basically like 3 game hens, and sets them down, and there's already like a steaming bowl of potatoes and such. It's a pretty hearty looking meal, really. Go ahead and divide up the build. Bloop.
oh, never had this much gold in my life.
Can I even carry this much?
Yeah, it's a little heavy, but you can.
You just make a weird jingling every time you walk.
Is there like a sink?
She, as you guys are, those of you who choose to eat, as you are doing so, she goes through and begins to identify the thing. And they are in inventory.
Oh, I also have a
okay.
grappling hook, Thea.
I wish I was doing the identifying.
Yeah,
but
you
okay.
get one from background.
Skillboard? Yeah.
Same background, yeah.
I forgot about it.
Ooh.
But she says, you all
Ooh, it's
seem
a sound
to
mine.
do your jobs correctly. And as I say, I didn't have to do much to nudge you on your way, which is good. It's very good. You took the initiative, found your way through the sewer. You didn't leave any bodies in the street, which is very much appreciated. And Fuka kind of trills something, and she looks over and she says, "Oh, yes, of course. And you saved my dear Fuka."
She's very sweet.
She says, I believe it's safe to say that you have earned your place amongst us.
Excellent.
And she kind of walks over to you guys. And she starts with Sabrak. She says, you have a wandering eye, but you were at least attempting to comfort that poor Talora. Darling thing that she is. I believe that you will make a fine face for the guild.
Just kind of bows, doesn't try to say anything.
And she looks between Jalin and Akma and Nim as well. And she says, I believe that you 3 be an excellent torch to light our way. And of course,
Oh,
what is a kitten without claws? You are now shall be known as a thorn amongst the Ebon-clad.
Didn't kill anyone. Just bow. But, okay.
The titles don't have any game mechanics, it's just an honor, basically.
a torch lit by fire bringing knowledge.
It's funny that being Nim are torches, because light hurts us.
I flash my glowing pebble at you.
I mean, I feel like my aura exudes more of a rose than a thorn, but I mean, it's all good. It's the same thing.
You're like no rose I've ever smelled.
I mean,
Sorry, we were in the sewers.
how dare?
It's quite all right, my dear. This is a safe house. There are rooms for you, and I have taken the liberty of having someone draw a hot bath for all of you.
Is it
Separately,
like
of course.
Is it a communal bath?
No, we're
One
not.
Oh,
tub.
Just one tub. You guys enjoy. But,
that'd be fine.
Question:
Yes.
is there a library here?
I'm
Books?
afraid not, but we do have libraries. I can
But
refer
they're
to you
not-
to a few places if you wish.
Please.
She says, as for these seeds, these are very interesting. They come from the same place I do. The Feywild, you see.
oh shit.
Ooh.
Or at least that is what most would assume. The truth of the matter is that they were actually brought here from another plane. A druid long ago that brought back a cutting of a plant.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Wait, is that a shout out?
Look,
Hmm?
guys, it's Florian's
Refashed
babies.
into venom.
Pretty sure everything in the Feywild is beautiful as well. So, I'd like to see them planted.
She says, well, if you wish, I could plant one right now.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
Please do.
Do it.
I want one.
Okay, come along. And she walks back toward the counter and kind of flips up part of it so that you guys can get through. And heads into the storeroom.
And I'm still
Oh.
trying to make friends with Fuka.
Oh my god, those boots of sound mine are ace. I want those.
Thought
Yeah, I was
you
thinking
had
this would be a good fit for you.
Just so it's like, hey, charm the barbarian, have him kill everyone. It's like, hey, that avoids that.
Yeah.
So, in a strange coincidence, she seems to have a pretty large pot already set, and almost as soon as she puts the seed into the ground and does a little bit of whispering in a trilling voice very similar to Fuka's, you see just this tree kind of erupt up out of it. And
Are
she
we not-
says,
We're not going to talk about the body.
she isn't. Do you?
Not yet.
There's just a wrapped up corpse laying on the ground.
Can I tell what kind of species the corpse is?
No, it is completely wrapped head to toe in canvas.
I'll ask
See,
her
you
later.
Ooh, Nibani's
That's
tricky pouches is good.
See what kind of plant we get.
It's a linden.
Oh,
Baby elf appears.
this is an excellent one. It's She says, be careful about touching the leaves. They are razor sharp, but with a little bit of pruning, a person can create all sorts of weapons and tools from this.
Ooh.
Okay, so do these seeds grow different plants?
Indeed, some are different from others. Once they started spreading here, they tend to match their environment.
So,
Do we...
would you have to make weapons out of this? Could you make, like, instruments, maybe? Seems like the Fae would be kind of leaning more towards that.
Well, it depends on what it is that you seek. The leaves themselves possess very strong edges, but yes, I suppose you could make just about anything out of
Does it talk?
it. Not to me personally.
I mean, here's a free one. I'm going to rip off just a little, probably cut my hand, and be like, oh, look, a bookmark, and hand it to Jarl and Fen.
Take it very gingerly, so I don't cut myself.
In game terms, with some simple tools and an hour's work, a new plant can be pruned to function as a hand axe, a sickle, a battle axe, a morning star, or a pick,
And a bookmark.
and a bookmark.
Not to bring up the elephant in the room, ma'am, but to the bot.
Oh, that. Yes, that's it's an unfortunate matter. But this is my ex-husband, you see.
Ah,
Kincaid.
Wow, it's death do you part indeed.
is he alive or dead?
Is he dead?
Neither, both.
Is
Either
he,
way, it's best that he remain chained.
Cool beans.
the name of the restaurant. Walks in.
You see, he was a monstrous man. One night, in a drunken rage, he killed one of my daughters. And so I killed him, and then he came back for revenge. And I killed him several times before I realized that he was going to keep coming back, so I've done this to him instead.
Can we know his name?
I'm gonna insight that.
It's Kincaid.
She doesn't seem to be lying,
Okay.
but she says yes, his name is...
Reese?
Mm,
Reese Kincaid!
So is
mm.
Kincaid.
I told you Kincaid wasn't great, guys.
That's messed up.
What do you mean? We're in a
Best way to
thieves
deal with a
guild.
revenant, really, if you think
Revenant,
about it.
yeah, that's I assumed it was, but I wouldn't know.
We just walked through the
exactly what
sewers and we're still not being bathed. Yeah, that's what's messed up.
Yeah, I'm very stinky, and I
What?
apologize, but
But-
I'm so interested in
having your-
everything.
Having your husband murder your daughter and then murder him 7 times in a row and then just magically restrain him, that is more messed up than anything we've seen today.
It's kind of cool, though. Like,
No, this is another Monday for us.
Don't worry, children, I would never do such a thing to you, provided that you don't betray me or guild. Cookies?
oh,
Oh, that was
She is
cooking.
absolutely telling the truth.
Okay, I do have a bath.
yeah, let's do.
Oof.
Says very well, bath first, cookies later.
I mean, why don't we have a bath and cookies at the same time?
I mean, probably wash your hands lots first.
Yeah, I'll wash my hands first. Clean my clothes. I have my unseen servant do my laundry while I bathe.
This room here contains a couple of pretty large bathtubs. It's almost like a bathhouse kind of situation. There's plenty of room for everybody. And the water is quite warm. It seems to be flowing in from a natural spring that you are 99% certain could not possibly exist within the city. But she explains to you that my little cafe here, it wanders to where it needs to be.
Yeah, I thought so.
Can you teach
But
me?
you will always find safe haven.
You know, I'm kind of liking this person. She's cool.
She's still there. This is sort of kind of awkward. Although, yeah,
But
I like you too, Magda, I suppose. It's just the husband thing's thrown me quite a lot. Sorry.
Well, I mean, we don't have to go in that room much, do we?
No, we shouldn't need to.
It's just I
Unless
like
we want to
that,
grow more plants.
I like
The
that
rest
tree
of
and that
those
body, it's
seeds,
like
I would be
awkward.
careful where you plant them. Please don't plant them any place where children are going to get you.
Oh, yeah.
Cut their little off.
The brack.
But, wait.
But help yourselves to whatever you need. And if you need anything, give a call.
So I told you it was a shared tub. Look at this.
Yeah, it's a big shed tub. Everyone can come and have a good shower.
We're all guys here. Nope, I'm leaving.
I don't know. Well, I mean, no one should see my naked body, but okay.
Hey,
I'm wearing.
you're beautiful.
I have a
I'm
fancy
flattered,
robe
but
on
also
that I
disturbed.
found.
There's nothing that encourages party harmony like a communal bath.
Right.
Is there like a elemental plane of fire thing where I can dry my clothes really fast?
No, I'm afraid not.
Should
Tell
invent a
Huskies
bomb.
blow on them a lot.
I don't think he has a mouth.
So, Jarlinfen, have you ever used like the knowledge you've got from bookkeeping and all that sort of things, and ink and quill and just everything? Have you got any? Have you ever like brought that expertise into the bedroom at all?
I don't think
I want to
my
know how
partners
Poppy
would
doesn't.
be. I don't think my partners would be excited if I forged them a note in the bedroom. Oh no, I'm not.
There's all sorts of. Okay, never mind.
I forge a note in Shower's handwriting that says Jarlinfen is the best.
Okay, well, you know, like fifth,
So you forge it in your own handwriting?
fourth best.
I'll give you
Well, why am I
advantage on the check
fourth?
for that.
What? Well, I mean myself, Parley,
Oh.
Moraine, and then I guess you and everyone else equally. Well, actually, there was also that other. Never mind.
But yeah, Magda just kind of sits down and she just resumes her knitting. Occasionally reaches over to where the roaster is and turns the meat that's cooking.
I feel like Shower's creeping over to steal the yarn.
No. Why did you? What? Stop it! I don't have any cat mannerisms.
Jarlinfen takes out his journal and writes about all of his adventures for his little newsletter that no one reads except him. Yet.
Nice. You managed to get a ball of yarn. Let's see what color.
And it just drags along.
Biv on it. All right, so it's an 8, so it's not anything in Roy G. Biv. We'll go ahead and say that it's pink.
Okay, well, covered in pink. Beautiful.
She's very bemused watching this. She doesn't seem to mind.
I can't help it. If there's a cardboard box in here as well, I'd just be all over that.
I don't think cardboard's been invented yet.
Okay, good. Nim, don't invent cardboard. Otherwise, I'll just.
There's, however, a tree you can climb.
I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a long rest,
Mhm.
and you are now level 2.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Oh, amazing.
We can
That
actually
means I
do
get
stuff.
things.
I get spells, which means I don't just have a gun.
Yeah.
What do I get at level 2?
You get.
We've still got some
I can
time, so if you guys want to...
accountability now. I can gain
wanna-
proficiency in anything.
Oh yeah, nice.
If you guys want to continue to roleplay and stuff, we definitely can, because we still got some time. That actually went a little faster than I was expecting.
I think it's 'cause we
um,
try to avoid all combat, but I feel like we're gonna do that when there's an option. We're gonna try and do that most of the time.
I mean,
I
It's
think we
quiet
did
talk.
pretty good.
Yeah.
She says, having
Yeah.
watched you, if I could make one suggestion, I would suggest that perhaps you should come up with code names for each other whenever you are on the job,
Right.
so to speak.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, what kind of code name would you want other people?
Boy, I just
we
didn't
should-
bring it out.
Honestly, we should change them up for each job.
Yeah, like that first guy we met had a handle he was using just for those 2 weeks.
Fingers.
Uh,
My fingers. I feel like I've heard that name before somewhere actually.
of course, because they're attached to your hands.
No, wasn't there like a gnome or something called? Hang on. It's like a dwarf or I can't remember.
Oh no, he doesn't have fingers, he has peats.
You.
He has little paws.
Wait, Nim can do all the cool stuff now as well. I forgot.
I get Eldritch invocations.
Yeah.
I can do all the ritual spells.
Wait, can you stay up for?
No, I can't, not yet.
I thought you can do all the ritual spells.
I can't till after 3rd.
Oh, that's 3 packed at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can know how to use a forgery kit by.
Can you learn how to play an instrument for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, we're doing that. Wait, what's your charisma though, friend? How beautiful are you?
-1. It's 8. It's a -1.
Okay, well, I mean, sure. Maybe backup dancer or something. Maybe supporting act.
Ooh, I can cast Disguise Self at will if I wanted.
That'd be good. If we come in, sneaky boys.
What are you guys going to do with the tricky pouches and the boots of sound mind?
Oof.
I mean,
I want the
would-
boots of sound mind on Shower.
What? You think I'd go crazy and kill everyone?
Yes, I would.
What about me is suggested that?
Basically, if you're affected by a charm spell, the little spikes just shoot down into the ground and hold place.
That
so
is
your
pretty
speed
cool.
And maybe Sabrak or Nim can share the pouch.
I feel like the pouch.
I mean, I like the pouch because I like randomness.
The-
I could also keep.
Yeah, that's the only problem with the pouch is it has. I'm not sure how many charges it.
I think it's a D6 at dawn.
I mean, all charges are regained at dawns.
Oh,
Okay, so
it's
let's
got
see how many
one.
pouches there are.
Okay, ooh, 2 pouches.
Oh, I'm giving you more than 2. That's not 5 pouches.
Okay, so you can use 5
But
items
every time you pull
randomly.
something out, it's just random. It's either going to be acid, alchemist fire, ball bearings, caltrips, or oil.
Are these attunement? Yeah.
It's pretty roguey.
It is pretty wild, especially if it was like a thief rogue where you could just be throwing out acid as a bonus action every turn.
Right?
Or caltrops, that'd be incredible. Yeah, those Boots of the Sand Mine are so good. I don't have to be a berserker now and just be like, hey, I can't kill anyone. So good. Although, is it frightened as well? That'd be pretty bad. Oh, it is. Oof.
I'm just imagining somebody cast Dominate on you or something, and you're like, I'd like to kill him, but I can't!
just like just throwing hand.
Well,
up
I
to his
guess the
back.
one flaw of that is it could be like, take off your shoes.
Yeah,
but
that's like
who's gonna identify that?
One second, we waste 10 minutes to ritual cast this.
Yeah. Well, the only bad thing is if you're frightened, you're stuck in place. If you're scared of something, you can't get away from it.
Oh,
to make
oh,
another
yeah.
Save against frightened. So it's like a dragon.
I
you're scared
don't
of
think
this
it works
dragon.
on frightened.
Yeah, it said it.
Yeah, look, you took it away.
Yeah, I took it away. There it
I can't open that.
is. Shit. Yes, if you're charmed
Oh,
or
you
frightened.
can't?
Yeah, so like a dragon could scare you, and then you just have to sit there and beat the crap out of him by. It'd be pretty bad.
Well, good thing we're not looking at dragons anytime soon.
Right, but it's just it would be pretty bad if someone put a frightened effect on it.
You
It's
never
like-
know. We might have to steal Dragon's Horde next week.
Yeah, because I think once you're not. Oh yeah, I mean that would be kind of. That's from level 1 straight to.
Are there
13.
any books in this safe house, Jeff?
There's a few, like, random kind of, like, novels and stuff like that. Mama seems to be a fan of romance novels.
Jonathan picks one that looks like it's been read the most.
Oh, it's so.
I think
Yeah.
it looks like the least.
The pages are stuck together. No.
Oh my god.
Nice. We did it.
It's like, it's called, like, the Pirate King and the Milkmaid or something like that.
Oh.
Wow.
I hand it to Brack. Goes, here you go, buddy.
Ew. No. I'm
Yes,
looking to be the star of this.
The star of this novel.
The star of the silver.
A milkmaid.
No.
Oh, the pirate. Okay. Sure.
The male protagonist.
The male pirate. You got it. Yeah, that makes more
No,
sense.
he's gonna be the milkmaid. I'll read it anyway.
Actually, I've got.
Just sit up
you
in
can
a
write that.
corner.
I'm gonna try and distract Jarl and Fen and be like, well, actually, I've got some flip books as well, and there's one of like a half.
I'm ignoring him.
Running past the pool, he's going, look, I've got a knife, and then quickly an elf tries to chase after them and take it off them.
I go, uh-huh. That's so interesting.
Damn it.
Nosy book. Wait, 1 second. Let me lie to you. Yeah, wow. Those are so cool. Flip, flip, flip.
I spent a lot of time on these. I'm gonna make it.
Sounds like he's paying a little attention.
I'm gonna start drawing one of Jarl and Fen calling Nim out for killing someone, and then immediately blasting them to death with Eldritch Blast. And then like, look at this. Just like recording.
Okay,
Like,
Jarl and Finn will definitely look at that book and go like,
Says, Magdalene says, you are, of course, free to come and go as you please, but return in 2 nights' time, and I'll have another assignment.
Ooh.
I don't think that you'll need to speak to Reese anymore. We can talk direct.
Cool.
I don't think I want to speak to Reese anymore after points to the room of the body.
Why?
I'm gonna pick
What's in
up.
the room?
Convincing illusion, no?
I
What?
pick up the mannequin with my mage hand just puppet it around. Like,
I'm also gonna have my unseen servant just start sweeping the whole tavern.
All right. She definitely appreciates that. But yeah,
We did
I
it.
think that should do it for tonight. You guys did very well. Fun.
We succeeded in whatever it is we were trying to do, I guess.
I'm sad I didn't get a pet fairy dragon, but it's okay.
Well,
if you do
It'll
Pact
still
of
be your
the-
friend.
Yeah, if you Pact of the
That's
Chain, you
good.
can get one anyways.
I can't, because I have a whole dynamic going on.
What, book related, maybe?
Yeah.
I hadn't really noticed.
I can still get Find Familiar.
Oh yeah,
This is true.
it just can't be a fairy dragon.
Oh, okay, it could be a cat.
Big cat.
Big cat, little cat.
I don't like this. Cardboard box. No, I don't like it.
I think fairy dragons pretty much act like cats for the most part. Just
Pretty.
cats with a 14 intelligence.
No, I'm just trying to imagine a fairy dragon playing with a little ball of yarn.
I should probably end this stream actually if we're not going to do anything else. Bye guys, we did it.
Yes.
Woo!
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Jeff, can you... actually, I'll level up my warlock later. I just needed a drag thing.
Don't get shot
Like,
in the face,
drag
you
number
guys.
2.
Be careful out there.
I can do